What's up, y'all? What's up? What's going on? Welcome to the live stream. Um, Today we're going to be talking about people, the society that we live in, and how people love being under control. It's all coming to the light. Everything is coming to the light. And it amazes me how adults love being controlled and pulled around on a, imaginary leash. And people they don't even get it. They don't even understand. Welcome to the live. I own no copyrights to the instrumental that's playing in the background. You know, honestly, if you ask me, people have become so controlled to the point where it's like you pulling them around on an imaginary leash, and it's sad. It is sad. It's sad. Like where people's minds, where everybody's minds is at. It's like it's really sad, because you would think that adults wouldn't think the way that adults think nowadays, and it's like, the kids are pretty much more mature than their own parents. Yep. The title is pinned below. um 96, whatever your name is. So we want to talk about, obviously, the government shutdown, and this is really going to be the main topic, because people are losing their shit. Excuse my, French, but people are losing their shit over something that ain't even here yet. Now, what's going to happen if they turn the stamps back on in November? It is really embarrassing, to watch millions of adults across the world, you know, talk about, get on live streams and make videos and TikToks about how they're going to rob Walmart in the store if they can't get what they want, especially for Thanksgiving. It really amazes me. And it's really sad. Yeah, they mad that the system don't want to control them. I mean, if you ask me, the system already got them under control. I mean, see, we live amongst a bunch of, unfortunately, walking systems. Yeah. Yeah, the people are turning into walking systems. Walking systems. What do you mean, walking systems? Well, look at the people. They love being controlled by the system. They love everything that has to do with the system. And what does that tell you? I don't even want to hear it. I don't want nobody to say, oh, no, that's not true. How? When you have millions of people across the world making videos about what they're going to do, making threats about how they're going to get it done, and they're going to do it if their stamps don't come on. A bunch of freaking adults falling out and catching tantrums, adult tantrums. You know, they identify as system female. I'm just saying. And then it's always some sort of division amongst the people. Now you got people that want to clown one another for getting stamps based off of their race, you know? Oh, yeah, look at the white people getting food stamps. You know, they talked about us. Now look at the white people, you know. Oh, yeah, you know, black people are getting food stamps because they're lazy, and white people, and it's like always some sort of division, some type of way. Then you got the people that's not on food stamps that actually do have a job that is working full-time hours that has something to say about the people that is on food stamps. You know, whether they're working or not, they're still lazy because they're receiving government assistance. Well, let me explain something to you. Whatever, wherever your income comes from, rather it is in the form of EBT, cash assistance, or a check from your job, you still relying on the government for some sort of income, right? So does it really matter? Does it really matter? They just try to figure out some sort of way for us to be divided amongst one another. And we do a damn good job at keeping it going too, you know? But I just want to say, like, I don't understand why people like to be under control. Just because the government shut down does not mean that you have to shut down. What's the problem? Well, I'm not getting my stamps. And I need my stamps so I can celebrate Thanksgiving and Halloween and Christmas and New Year's. And let's not forget about Easter. So you shut down because the government decided to shut down? No, I just think that it's unfair what they're doing, you know? And I need my stamps. Well, that tells me everything I need to know. So you like to be controlled, but they don't feel like they're being under control at all. Nobody controls me. Nobody tells me what to do. Nobody tells me which way to go. No system controls me. They don't? Huh? You seem extremely upset that you're not getting your food stamps. Well, you think you're not getting your food stamps. It's not even November yet. And people was flipping out and falling out, and they all on camera snapping out. Snap! Snap EBT. Snap. They snapped out. You feel me? How the hell are you living your life comfortably knowing that the only reason why you living your life comfortably is because there is something in your life that makes you happy, that makes you comfortable? Something, not you, not yourself, you know, not the fact that, you know, God gave you life. That doesn't make you happy. That doesn't make you comfortable. What makes you comfortable is to know that your bank account in it zero. What makes you comfortable, or what will make you comfortable and happy, is to know that the government ain't shut down no more and you can receive your food stamps. And you don't have to be laid off anymore. What makes you comfortable is things or other people, because you need validation at the same time. But you're not happy with yourself. You said making not one piece of sense at all because we all struggling, right? You know, see, this is my thing too. So when you get your stamps, are you gonna be happy? What? Hold on. Wait a second. Wait a second. hold up, wait a minute. I just thought about something. When when the world gets their food stamps, are they going to be happy? Because everybody seems like they're angry. Everybody seems like they're upset. Everybody seems like they have something to say about the left and the right and this and that and whatever. These people are working, these people aren't, whatever the case may be, right? Everybody seems so upset. So when the system is back up and running and you get your food stamps, are you going to snap out of that? Or are you going to still be angry, depressed, sad, miserable, and misery loves company? Because of course you need somebody, uh, you need somebody to act just like you. You need someone to mirror your emotions. You need someone to, understand your pain and feel your pain when it's really not nothing other than like you not getting your food stamps because that's what they said. That's what they said. It's not like it happened or anything yet. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like, it's November and it happened and nobody got their food stamps. You know what I'm saying? Like it's October and people are being told that. So yeah, I'm just saying. Are you going to be happy and excited when you realize you got your freaking food stamps on the card? Are you going to be happy and excited if the stimulus checks really do come? Like, is that going to make you happy? Will that make the world happy? Will everybody be excited to know that they can expect their food stamps to come? Well, you know what? How about this? I got some great news for you guys that's going to make you happy. The food stamps are going to come and they are going to be on your card in November. Now, how do you feel? Do you feel good? Are you happy now? You should be. Because I told you, you know, I told you that. That's what I told you. So you should feel happy. What's the matter? You're not happy that your food stamps is coming now in November? You should be happy because I told you. But that's an example, okay, of control. All you have to do is tell the people something and they'll believe it. But you have to be somebody in order for them to believe it. You have to be a government official, a celebrity, or a social media celebrity. You have to be somebody. You have to go viral for the people to believe you so that they can be controlled by you. Because people, they're controlled by TikTok trends. You know, they're controlled by holidays. I mean, man, you name it. They controlled. People love being controlled. You said people low key be idol worshiping to too strong over corporations. Yep, they gonna snap back to themselves when the snaps come back on. Um, that's my thing. That's my thing. It's the journey. It's really the journey. You know, my thing is when the stamps come, I really want to know. Will everybody be excited and happy then when the food stamps come back on? Everybody gonna be excited, to know that they get an opportunity to spend their stamps to give back to the government, you know? Because all it is this. You get it, you get it, You get it, you get it. Thank you. Here you go. That's all it is. We're giving them back the freaking money. Hello. All help ain't good help. All help ain't good help. I just want to know, will everybody be happy then? Why don't nobody want to believe me? I'm telling you that the stamps will be on in November. So believe me. Why you don't want to listen? You don't believe me because I'm not somebody. I'm not a celebrity. Who am I? Who are you to tell us? Right. So when an elected official gets up there and you don't even know them, you never did any research on them, you don't even know who these people are. But all they have to do is just get in front of the cameras and tell you that your food stamps will be on, and you will believe them. You don't even know them. How can you trust them? But if I say it, I'm just a nobody. A nobody ass person with 4,300 subscribers on YouTube. Just a nobody, right? Who does she think she is? She's just a little YouTuber. I mean, people really think that just a YouTuber, just a content creator. First of all, hello. I am somebody and I know who I am. I know who I am. I found myself through trial and error. Real talk. Can you stay the same? People look at me and they really say, "Oh, she's just a content creator. She just do YouTube videos, just be talking and stuff." She don't be talking about nothing. She be talking about that conspiracy stuff that they got going on in the world. But it's like, I'm trying to figure out, what are we doing here? So where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Today is October 30th, 2025. What should we expect in the next 2 days? And I'm not talking about from the Trump administration or anybody getting in front of the cameras. I'm talking about, what should we expect from the people who are, their mind, they can't keep it under control because they have no self-control at all. And they are ready to EBT snap. They are ready to EBT snap. Snap. They ready to snap. I really feel like that's why they named it Snap. Real talk. They ready to snap. People just sitting there waiting with their guns, talking about right to bear arms. Yeah, I see y'all in these comments. I mean, you got people that are literally normalizing committing crimes. They are literally normalizing committing crimes. And they are using the government shutdown to commit crimes. And they are saying stuff like, I have the right to bear arms. They ain't saying, "Oh, I'm trying to defend myself," or nothing like that. They're saying, if I can't get my groceries, I have a right to bear arms. What have they done? They have created monsters. But they already knew that they created monsters the minute that they can get people under control. In the snap of a finger, snap, EBT, snap, in EBT snap of a finger, they know that they can get over 42 million people to snap. Elderly people, young folks and middle-aged folks. They already, people with disabilities, all types of shit, man. Is this the zombie apocalypse or what? And no, I'm not saying we're about to have a zombie apocalypse or anything like that. I'm just saying, Look at what they have done. But you know what? Look at what the people have done to themselves, because you are allowing yourself to EBT snap. Real talk. Right. It ain't even funny. What's up, time? Welcome back to the stream. We back at it again. You said no matter what happens, it's the journey. We are a true testimony overcoming battles way worse than the government can hand. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Y'all sitting up here crying and fussing and boo-hooing and calling your parents asking, can you come live with them because you ain't getting snapped no more? But you snapping though. So you do got snapped. You feel me? But imagine being homeless, living in the car with no support, with nowhere to go, with no guidance, just don't even know. Imagine that. Imagine not being able to sleep because you got to worry about your safety. Imagine not being able to take a shower and not be able to eat anything. Sleepless nights, going hungry. Imagine that. Imagine being homeless. Imagine not even having a roof over your head. Imagine not even being able to pay a bill because you can't pay a bill because you don't have an income to pay a bill. You know? Imagine that. Imagine not being at your lowest. Imagine being at your lowest, not knowing what you gonna do, where you gonna go. And I'm not talking about living paycheck to paycheck either. Because I know a lot of y'all, you know, you complain and you cry and you boo-hoo over that as well. And you know what? The American people act like a bunch of spoiled, entitled brats. Real talk. Yeah. Now I see what people from these other countries were seeing a long time ago. Because they used to always say that a long time ago. People from other countries, you Americans, you just act like such entitled, spoiled brats, like just so entitled, just so selfish, so self-centered. It's just me, 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 me. It's all about me. Even when you got kids, it's about you all day. Yeah, we're supposed to make it about ourselves and, because who would we be if we didn't really make it about ourselves, if we put our children first? So yeah, we're supposed to put ourselves first before our children, for sure. People don't understand that. They look at stuff like that as, oh, she has lost her mind. What does she mean? Put our kids last? Is she crazy? We're supposed to put ourselves last. No, and that's the problem with the world. Real talk. But it's like, man, you said picture how homeless people feel, for example. Why would they complain about the shutdown? Life ain't about the destination, it's the journey. You feel me? Crying over the shutdown and it's people starving, bro. Yeah, yeah. Imagine that. Look at these homeless people that's sleeping at the bus stop, sleeping underneath these viaducts with nowhere to go. Imagine people that's couch hopping right now. Look at the people that has to fear for their lives just for being homeless. I see homeless people going missing all the time on the internet. You know what I'm saying? I see homeless people that's living in their cars with nowhere to go, with no help, and they are afraid that they're going to be labeled as criminals because being homeless is a freaking crime now. You can't even be homeless. This is crazy. But imagine that. But meanwhile, you got people that has a roof over their heads. They got food in their fridge. They got a car to drive. You know, they got all of that. But they're crying and bitching about not getting their food stamps for the month of November. They crying and they bitching about it like a bunch of children. They're talking about stealing from stores. Look at these homeless people out here. A lot of them, most of the homeless people I have saw, are humble. And they are very content with where they are in life. Real talk. Look at the people. How can you say something? What? How can they be content? Trust me, I have spoke to a few homeless people with common sense. Homeless with common sense. Meanwhile, you got people that's living in their own big, nice homes with nice vehicles and everything, but they lost in the sauce. No consciousness whatsoever. Straight up. Just lost. Just don't even know what to do. Don't know what to do with your money. You don't know what to do with yourself. You say relying on the government and not yourself is a train wreck, you know? You know? You relying on the government, but you ain't relying on yourself. You said most black folks mad at the fact that they can't celebrate the great pagan Thanksgiving. You feel me? What? It's 0 people. Put a 1 in the chat if you hear. Here we go. YouTube exposes themselves yet again. Put a 1 in the chat if you hear. It says 0 people. Meanwhile, I see people commenting. Okay, guys. Actually, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, y'all. We back. So, all right. What's up, 44 Pauls? Man, I saw you in the other live stream earlier in my husband's live, and he was cooking. What's up? But yeah, I forgot where I left off, you know. But I do want to help people also to understand that it's okay to be authentic. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to not follow trends. It's okay to want to quit your job because you're sick and tired of it. It's okay to not want to pay a bill or two because you're tired of it. It's okay. It's okay to put yourself first and not your children. It's okay. Yeah. It's okay to work with what you have. And, you don't have to run away from that because it's okay. Just work with what you got. You don't have to not work with what you have because you're afraid that you're not going to be able to, impress everybody that you don't know. Yeah. So it's really okay to overall be yourself. It's okay. It's okay to understand that food stamps really didn't have our best interest anyway. Okay? You want to know why? Because people were still suffering and yeah, that part. So, I mean, when people had their stamps, they were still crying and boo-hooing. See, oh, American people, how ungrateful can you be? When you had the food stamps, you were still complaining about how everything is expensive and you're sick and tired of this and you're just so tired. Don't get me wrong, yeah, it do get overwhelming. I've talked about it my doggone self a few times, but at the same time though, I am not under control because the stamps is going to be so-called off in November. Hmm. And if it does or it doesn't, it's not going to affect me because I'm not going to let it. You know, I know that I got God. You know, I know that government assistance is temporary. And, they can shut the system down at any given second if they want to and put it back up whenever they feel like it. They don't care about if people commit crimes or kill one another over it. They're trying to depopulate anyway. So, I mean, you know, hopefully YouTube heard that one. So, yeah. But why? Why do you think you're going to be happy when you get your food stamps? When you wasn't even happy when you had your food stamps for the month of October, for the month of September, for the month of July, August, June. You wasn't happy then. You know, me personally, it is what it is, man. Yeah, I was talking about how things is expensive as well, but it's like it is what it is. If it don't come back on, it just what can we do about it? Shout out to my husband. You gotta accept the things that you can't change. And not a lick of ounce of protesting and like I said the other day, marching, protesting, breaking in the stores. What is that gonna do? It's not gonna make them turn back on the stamps if they're off. It's not gonna make them do anything. The people, you're not gonna make them do anything because they already know that they have the control and they hold the power, and this is what they believe. And they know that at the end of the day, the people are going to act the fool. We already know our little children, our little bots, because, I'm just saying, this is exactly what they think. They believe that people are bots. They believe that people are their little puppets. Yeah, our little puppets, they'll be all right. We'll turn the food stamps back on for them, when we feel like it. You said basically people being upset about the shutdown because they can't celebrate Thanksgiving. They don't even care about anything else but their favorite holidays. It is okay to be nice folks, treat folks how you want to be treated. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know, it's okay to be you. It's okay to, like you said, it's okay to be nice. Treat people how you want to be treated. You got to understand that you can't be disrespectful to everybody because everybody ain't going to take disrespect. So, the biggest question is if the stamps come back on, will the people of the USA, the US of A, um, love themselves? Will they not commit crimes? Will they wake up happy every day? Will they be more content with their lives? Maybe you don't need to see a therapist after all. Or maybe you don't need to go to prison if your food stamps come back on, right? Now, don't act a fool when you get your food stamps. Okay? I don't want to see you guys talking about you're going to be committing crimes because milk is now $20 for a gallon. Be happy because you have your food stamps. I don't want people to go psycho mode and act crazy when they find out that a 25 cent, well, 59 cent bag of chips is now probably $2 for a little tiny little eeny weeny teeny bag of chips. I don't want people to act insane and go crazy and out of control when they find out that bread is $35 for a loaf of bread. Now, calm down. You have your food stamps. What's the problem? You should be able to afford that. Okay? But you see where I'm getting at though? So, let's be 100. Y'all was mad when you had the stamps. Now you making a reason to be mad again because you're gonna be without the stamps. You mad even when you get a check from your job because it's just not enough to pay your bills. It's not enough for you to spend it on what you want to spend it on. So you was mad about that. And now that you got laid off with no pay, you're even more mad. But you see where I'm getting at? I feel like either way, you should be grateful. Just be grateful. Just be grateful for what you have. Be grateful that you get to wake up and see another day because somebody just died, literally a few seconds ago. Who? I don't know. Anybody. Real talk. Somebody just took their last breath a few seconds ago. Somebody just got locked up a few seconds ago because they had a warrant out for their arrest. Somebody just had to turn theirselves in a few seconds ago. Somebody just lost a loved one very close to them, like a sister, a brother, a mother, a father, literally a few seconds ago. Somebody just got into a fatal car crash a few seconds ago. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to keep saying and repeating bad things, but be grateful for life. Be grateful for your life. Because the food stamps, if it come back on, either way it go, you're still going to be unhappy. Come on now. You said, hey, we grew up in a struggle, never really had the finer things. This government shutdown ain't gonna phase us. May God be with all because that's how we making it. God will bless you better than, bruh. When I tell you, I grew up in a struggle. All right, there was nights that we had to go without eating some food, and the only thing we had left in the fridge was a gallon of milk, the light bulb, and half a loaf of bread. So we decided to eat a few pieces of bread and drink a cup of milk. Real talk. I grew up in a struggle for sure. Real talk. I know what it's like to not have anything. But you got to have patience too. You got to have, some self-discipline. Because what you going to do? Put your life on the line for something that you want that you can't have? You said, I hope the people that truly need help get it. The food stamp situation is crazy to me. I'm Canadian. Our government takes our money. There ain't no free food. We eat what we can afford. You understand? You feel me? See what I'm saying? It's like we had a I can go you can go back to my live streams and see the videos that I have reacted to um way before the food stamp situation, because there were people that were just unhappy. Society was just unhappy. Period. People snapping out, period. People just snapping out because, they don't make enough money, or what is this life? Why do I have to keep paying bills? Why do I have to do this and why do I have to do that? And why? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, people were unhappy then. So now you want to make an excuse to be angry and unhappy because the food stamps ain't so-called coming on in November. Mind you, nobody really knows. But this is how you know people see. Let me tell y'all something, bro. Power within the tongue. Power within the tongue. How is it power within the tongue if they're the ones that's saying it? Because they're saying it. The system is the devil, okay? They're saying it. Now imagine a world full of people. Matter of fact, let's just say over 42 million people, being that that's what they said is the amount of people that get food stamps. Imagine 42 million people using their mouths to speak positive things, to say, hey, don't worry, everybody. The food stamps is going to be on. We are going to get food stamps in the month of November. Y'all just sit back, chill, relax. Imagine that. The biggest reason why the system is so wicked is because they look at you as their puppets. They love the fact that they can control you. They can control your emotions. All they have to do is just tell you no and watch you snap out. EBT snap. They can control your emotions just by with the things that they say that can make you manifest negativity in your life. Wow. Wow. The system is the devil. The system is demonic. But this is what they told us. Okay. So if a teacher tell you that you're going to fail that test, do you believe you're going to fail? Are you going to keep saying that you're going to fail? Are you going to believe in your mind that you are a failure? If your boss told you, nah, I ain't even going to use that one. That would have been a horrible example. If one of your coworkers told you, don't ever wear purple, you don't look good in purple. Are you not going to wear purple because they say that you don't look good in purple? Are you not ever going to wear purple because of what your coworker said? Don't put on purple because you don't look good in purple. So you went your whole entire life without wearing purple because of what somebody said. You feel me? Do you get where I'm coming from with this? The biggest thing, the biggest principle is we don't know. Just, they said it. They just said it. So why are you acting? 44 said beans on toast. I grew up like that too. People need to be more humble. You feel me? But you know what? If the food stamps don't come on, it is going to show people what it's like to be humble. Because a lot of these people out here, I'm gonna be 1000 with you. Some of them do need to have an experience of, you know, what it's like to they do need an experience of what it's like to have to go without. And I'm talking about the ungrateful ass people. The people that get everything that they want They been had it. They are actually hard workers. It's a lot of people out here that's hard workers and ungrateful at the same time. You a damn good worker. You a hard worker, and you still ungrateful. And you put that work in, and you get what you deserve, but you still ungrateful. You still ungrateful. You said the energy you put out will manifest into. Yes. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. I need y'all to come on now. Stick with me. That's what you doing, 44. You sticking with me. Y'all sticking with me. I'm just trying to get y'all to understand, like you said, the energy you put out will manifest. It will. It will. When, like I said, if a teacher told you, matter of fact, if a teacher told your child, I'm speaking to the adults out here, to the adults that's pissed off, that's angry that they're not going to get their food stamps in a month of November because you're basically saying that you're going to break into this store, that store, this store, that store, you know what I'm saying, to get what you want. So it what the energy that you put out there, it will manifest. It will. It will. If a teacher told your child that they gonna fail every test, and your child came home and said, "Mom, Dad, teacher told me I'm failing all my tests. I'm gonna fail. That's what they told me. I'm a failure." What are you gonna tell your child? "Oh yeah, you are a failure. You are. You gonna fail every test. So yeah, your teacher right." Or are you going to say, "No, you are not. You are not a failure. You will not fail. You will do great." And make sure you can get your child to believe, speak those things as though they are. You know what I'm saying? Manifest positivity. It's a shame. Real talk. It's the fact that people are manifesting crimes. They're manifesting committing crimes. What's up, juries? What's up? Yeah, most of these parents be talking to they crazy to their kids. Yeah, they do. Because they hate their children. But you know what? I've done enough talking for 51 minutes. Let me go ahead and we're gonna react to this video. So the name of this video is called "Food Stamps Lady Will Loot Walmart If Her EBT is Canceled." And I guess these are multiple clips of people, you know, that are controlled, that love being under control. Don't tell me that you don't like being controlled by anybody, because you're being controlled by the system. You're allowing the system to control your emotions. You are allowing the system to make you a criminal. They have created a monster. They knew they created monsters the minute that they came up with these government assistance programs or whatever. They knew. They knew what they was doing. They knew because they had the intent to control masses of people. That's all it is. They just want to control people. And it's about market gains. So let's see.
Call the cops if you want to. My husband's in the Uber waiting right outside. You think I'm joking? Ma'am. This extra says when you become too reliant on handouts, you basically just enter the other side, which is pretty bad. You become super dependent on food stamps, Section 8, stuff like that, and you just don't want to grind anymore. Food stamp recipients are vowing to steal when SNAP benefits expire next month due to the government shutdown. And this person says they're going to start robbing gas stations, robbing stores, breaking everything, stealing stuff on the shelves. And it's getting kind of scary out there because a lot of videos are surfacing on social media with people saying that they're going to be mass looting, robberies everywhere, lock up your houses and cars because crime is going to go up.
You know what's crazy? These be the same people that be sitting up here talking about, yeah, yep, they gonna do martial law if everybody acting crazy and stuff and chaos. But all they gotta do is just tell you that your food stamps ain't coming on in the month of November, and you gonna say, well, I guess I'm gonna be a criminal today then, cause they gonna have to give me my food. I'm finna go crazy. Like, these be the same people that sit here and they talk about you should have voted, you should have did this, that, and the third. These the same people that saying, yeah, Trump, bring in the National Guards. Same people though. Same people saying that are the same people that are open to being a first-time felon or a person with multiple misdemeanors and battery charges and all type of stuff on their background. And then if you sit them in an interrogation room and ask them why did they do what they did, they said, cause I ain't get my food stamps. And he need to give me my food stamps. Shoot. So you just committed crimes because you ain't get your food stamps. Yep, and I commit another one. Come on, ma'am, stand up. We finna read you your Miranda rights. We taking your ass to prison. And you gonna sit there and you gonna think about it. Well, I guess I'm gonna think about it then. Shit. They still don't care. They still just willing to be a criminal. Hauling their ass away in a paddy wagon. They stand before the judge and everything, telling the judge that, yeah, judge, I just decided to commit a crime because I ain't get my food stamps. Imagine multiple millions of people standing before a judge and the judge asking them why they did what they did, and they saying because they ain't get their food stamps for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. Like, do I think these many people are going to be able to fit in a prison? I don't think so, man. I don't know. I could be wrong though. But I don't think it's enough room for these many people, that are criminals. I don't know. But I'm really seeing that, if I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you ask me, I don't think that I don't think that all states are going to indulge in breaking in looting to the stores and stuff like that. I don't know. I could be wrong, honestly. You said no disrespect. I just seen two overweight women. They need this for real. Said why steal when you gonna end up locked up? Now your child hungry and homeless. You feel me? You feel me?
This is some scary times in America when food stamps are now being cut. As the USDA will not be tapping emergency funds for food stamps, 40 million people are set to lose their aid next month. And the fact that people in America, a lot of them on food stamps, they don't want to work. They'd much rather loot stores and rob stuff from the shelves. Says a lot about this current situation in the U.S. Handouts being given out super easily. If you don't want to work, you get on food stamps, Section 8, unemployment.
These are the American children, not the American people. These are the American children. He said they lazy, they don't want to do nothing, they won't want to get up and work, but because people have got so comfortable with receiving a temporary assistance, you know what I'm saying? My thing is, just because you sign off on a few papers and they give you a food stamp card and they tell you that you have, say for instance, $300 on there a month, doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to always get the $300 a month. Real talk. Why did I say that? Because they can shut the government down at any given second whenever they feel like it. I'm sure you didn't think to ask them that when you were applying for food stamps. You can't expect these people to really be a permanent help in your life.
It's super easy. The fact that you got a lot of people on this is pretty wild. Like a little over 10% of the US is on food stamps is crazy. There's even mass organized theft events now. What in the world is going on? Check out some of these videos.
If you or a loved one were sexually abused in these Illinois youth facilities or treatment centers,
quick little PSA to all of my grocery store workers. In the event that the government actually goes through with it and does not issue food stamps for the month of November, which is also the same month that Thanksgiving falls in, please keep.
That's all these people care about, bruh. Especially these women. Especially the women. The same ones that sweat over a hot stove before Thanksgiving and then just to complain to the family that they sweated over a hot stove, that they deserve this, that, and the third, that somebody needs to make their plate because they did for everybody. The same women that just need a reason to complain about everything. That's all they keep saying. Me and my husband have actually talked to a few people, strangers, actually asked them what did they think about, the government shutdown. And majority of them were women. And they say stuff like, well, I think that, it's important for us to be able to have Thanksgiving. That is so wrong for them to do this to us. And we need to have Thanksgiving dinner. And they're really pissed and they're really mad because they're afraid that they're not going to be able to have Thanksgiving. And it's sad. You feel me? Why it can't be Thanksgiving any day? Why you gotta wait till Thanksgiving to give thanks? Oh, my bad, because y'all feel like, if I celebrate, then I'm thankful. But you can't be thankful every day that you wake up, every day of your life that you wake up. You can't be thankful. You can't be grateful for having life unless you got your food stamps. Long as you know you got your food stamps and you just in time for Thanksgiving. That's all that matters.
One thing in mind. Trying to catch somebody stealing, trying to prevent somebody from stealing, reporting somebody for stealing is not beneficial to you at all. You are not going to get a raise. You are not going to get a bonus. You are not going to get any extra money by trying to stand in the way of somebody who is trying to take food to feed their family. Stand to gain absolute.
People, oh, wow. I ain't gonna lie to you. I believe that I'm starting to see the narcissism in people. And it's like, girl, what are you talking about? How is she narcissist? In very small ways. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be 100, ma'am. You feel some type of way, that people. And it sounds like, she basically is saying, y'all go ahead, commit them crimes. Y'all workers, watch out, stay out the way. Because we should be able to get what we need for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. People be ready to give the next person advice, but meanwhile, they really do feel some type of way about it getting ready to be Thanksgiving and they don't have their stamps.
Nothing by turning into the supermarket superhero of the day trying to catch people stealing. Please do not put yourself in any harm's way to protect a company's inventory that does not belong to you. While I'm not condoning or suggesting for anybody to do anything illegal at all, what I am saying is that people are going to feed their families one way or the other. So just don't be that person that decides to go above and beyond their job duties just to prove a point to a company that could care less about you. That's it. That's all. You don't want to fuck around and get packed out in the parking lot because you decided to put on your Mighty Morphin fucking Power Ranger pants that day and catch people stealing when it's not your shit.
Okay. Sound like you taking that a little personal. Do you have any plans on stealing, ma'am? Like, I get what you mean. You're trying to tell the workers and stuff, stay out the way. But they should know that. Why should they know that? Because they were in training to know that. And their stores should have told them that during training you don't get in the way of thieves. Let it be. I've worked in retail, I've worked in grocery stores, and I could tell you honestly, when we were in training, we were told to not step in the way, get in the way of people that is trying to steal. So they should know that.
So since I've gotten so much feedback on my video about 15 hours of community service, I'm going to break it down to you very simply why I'm so against it, okay? First of all, I already have to take care of my 7 kids, okay? That is my service, okay? That's me contributing to society. Why would I go to a place and have to do mandatory hours when they can control when I have to show up? They can control which days a week I have to do those hours. They can control whether or not I can use my phone during those hours. Those are 3 guidelines that I'm not willing to comply with. I don't care, and that should not put me at risk of losing my $2,700 in food stamps at all. So y'all are sitting here jumping down my case because I'm like pretty much on strike for doing these 15 hours.
Y'all, I woke up.
You talking about control, but y'all love being controlled for food stamps. You talking about control, but y'all love being controlled for food stamps.
Up this morning, about to go spend my food stamps on my food stamp card. Check my balance, it said 0 balance. So I checked my transaction. Somebody used my food stamps in the middle of the night while I was asleep. When my food stamp card got loaded, somebody went shopping twice. And they even spent the last $1.30 that was on there. They didn't leave a penny on that card. And whoever's doing this scamming shit, stealing these food stamps cards, ought to be ashamed of themselves. Because I need my money. I need my food. So for y'all to steal from a 60-year-old woman, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And I hope God takes good care of you. Yeah, I hope you get whatever you got coming to you. And I hope they catch your ass. So I'm
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be honest with you. That happened to me before. Stamps had just came on, getting ready to go to the grocery store, taking all day. Y'all know how us women are, you know. But when I tell you, I look up, I said, man, let me check my card or whatever, make sure everything on there. Cause you just know when it's coming, you know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead, get up, get ready, put my stuff on, so I can go to the store. Next thing I know, it says $0. I'm like, what the hell? And it had a emergency caution sign saying that it looks like it was a scam or something like that. I don't know, but I ain't snap out though. I ain't spaz. I just was lost for words. I'm like, this got to be an inside job. It got to be. It got to be. You know. And it happened the exact same way how she said that they spent like $1 and some change or whatever. They spent that up too. That's the same thing that happened to me. And yeah, it's a lot of scamming going on with the EBT. I don't know. It's an inside job if you ask me. They're stealing millions of dollars from the people. And and then on top of that, when I reported it, they said, "Oh, we're going to send you another card, but we're going to send you something in the mail and it's going to automatically deny you to, get approved for a refund or whatever, or reimbursement." And I said, "Why would it be denied?" "Oh, because, we don't have the funding is low. We don't have the funding to cover people who's getting their stamps stolen. And so I'm like, what? That's an inside job. Come on now. How would you already know to automatically deny it? You feel me? But I ain't snap out. Right, auntie pissed. I ain't snap out because I'm like, hey, this is government assistance that's temporary. They can do whatever they want. They can give it to you and take it back if they want to. They're not going to commit to giving you something every single month. Every single month. Come on now. You can't trust. They'll make you trust them real good for a whole year because you getting it for a whole year, 12 months straight. You ain't had no problem. So you automatically assuming in your mind that, hey, ain't nothing gonna go wrong. I'm gonna get my food stamps. You ain't even thinking like the government could shut down. You ain't even thinking like you possibly may not be able to get your stamps because it's an inside job and somebody stole something from you. You know, you said ironically this happened to black women. If you ask me, it happens to people that's, you know what I'm saying, whoever gets stamps. It's a lot of people that this happened to be honest. So let's finish.
I made a video about people getting on this app talking about they gonna go in them people's store and steal their groceries if they don't get their food. Now I got people in the comments talking about, well, I'm disabled. This look, I wasn't even talking about you. The video was about people talking about stealing at the store. Now, if you
Okay, y'all, give me 1 second. Well, actually, give me like a minute. Stay tuned, y'all. Don't go nowhere. All right, we back. Sorry about the disruption. But anyway, we're gonna finish it up. You know, I forgot where I left off, so I'm gonna just go ahead and play the video. But let me rewind it. But overall, we're talking about people that love being controlled. You know, it's just funny how this government shutdown, nobody was talking. Understand that. Nobody was talking at all, right? Until they said they shutting them damn food stamps off. Then that'll make you pay attention. You know, it's like that immediately made everybody pay attention. They, oh, hold on, wait, you said what? Food stamps shutting off? Oh, hell no. Not when it's about to be Thanksgiving. But anyway, let's play the video.
I hope they catch your ass.
So I made a video about people getting on this app, talking about they gonna go in them people's store and steal their groceries if they don't get their food. Now I got people in the comments talking about, well, I'm disabled. This look, I wasn't even talking about you. The video was about people talking about stealing at the store. Now, if you disabled and you were talking about stealing at the store for some groceries, baby, they don't give a damn about you having a disability in jail. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm heartless because I'm not. Because I genuinely know there are disabled people that cannot work and they dependent on those government assistance. All I can say is, in your area, check to see if they have food pantries. Check to see if there's any other help when it comes to food assistance. And if your ass is able-bodied and you ain't got no job, go on out there, DoorDash, Lyft, whatever you got to do. Go on here and make it. Y'all, it's too much money out here to be made.
See,
going
here we go.
Stores, stealing, going to jail for some growth. Now, me, I will work extra shifts in this hospital.
There we go. Slavery, slave mentality. There we go. I was waiting for it. See, let me tell y'all something about people in 2025. You know, people is so weird, bro, in 2025. That they would talk and they would sound conscious and they would act like they normal and then they turn around and they admit that they just pretty much love being slaves. You know what I'm saying? She's saying that she wants everybody else to be a slave like her. Go, it's too much money to be made. Yeah, the money that we make, we give back to them every time. Every time we make money, we giving it back. You know what I'm saying? If your ass is able-bodied, you better get out here, DoorDash. I hate people that talk like this because it's easier said than done. And honestly, I'm not, condoning anybody being lazy or anything out here. My thing is, you're not lazy if you're doing what the hell that you want to do. You ain't lazy. So, and this goes out, and I'm gonna be 100. I'm talking about people that actually want to go somewhere in their life, but they don't want to follow along a destination. They want to go along their journey. They know that, walking along their journey is gonna come with some struggles in life. And so you're going to need a little assistance. But you don't have to be a slave to the system willingly, though, if you don't want to. You feel me? If you want to work a job, but you don't want to become their slave because they making you slave and they treating you like one, you don't have to accept working there. You can stop working and you can chill out. You know what I'm saying? And if you need some assistance while chilling out, try to seek some assistance, but use it as a tool though. Not, get excited and get happy and, love on it and love the system and love the government and stuff like that for giving you that. But see, I really dislike people that talk like this. It's too much money to be made out here. Like, I get no. See, me personally, I will work some extra shifts, be an extracurricular slave, and it's like, so you gonna basically slave yourself because you wanna. You know what? People worry about the money, and they don't care about the passion that they have anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I wish that I could find the right words to be able to explain how people have a slave mentality. You know, people are enslaved in a mind so strongly to the point where they will never escape the system, and they think that it's okay to work and slave extra hours because it's money to be made. Like, what the hell, man? What happened to your life though? Why are you thinking about the money? What happened to you just happily living your life and not worrying about having an income? People just worry about an income every day of their lives because the income is what makes them. Shout out to 44 Pauls. Shout out. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And you're the best. You said gotta find a balance right for you. Work to live, but don't live to work. Stay blessed, beautiful soul. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Really, really, really do. You know, I appreciate the support regardless, y'all. Real talk. Rather, I love when people engage overall though. I really do. Because and I let me talk to y'all for a second. Regardless of any super chats, cash apps, anything, I just like support, real support, genuine support. Also, I like, when people engage, strongly engage, you know, and I admire when people do want to donate to the channel as well. I admire that as well, you know, but it's not enough people with consciousness nowadays. And it's people like my husband, like myself, like 44 Pauls that's in the stream that have what you call consciousness. It's a lot of people that's unconscious and they do and they say unconscious things. Like this lady, for instance, I'm saddened with her. You know what I'm saying? I'm, understanding where she coming from with the people with the disabilities and stuff like that. That's why I said in the beginning of the stream, I'm like, man, it's people with disabilities that's even willing to commit crimes, and that's crazy. You know? Um, and she like, regardless if you have a disability, they will lock your ass up. It doesn't matter. But then she turned around and she started talking with the slave mentality. And nah, man, I'm sorry. And it's crazy how it be like that too. It's like you literally will have a conscious person right in front of you talking to you. You feeling what they saying, they feeling what you saying, and y'all just really communicating. And then all of a sudden, they get off track with you. Now they ain't talking the same talk. They talking a different language now at this point. Cause now they got that slave mentality. Now they think like a slave. Now it sounds to you like they still in the matrix. And you know what's crazy? It's people that's in the matrix that's conscious, but they can't step outside of themselves. They can't step outside of the matrix. It is some real life slaved out matrix loving people in this society. But anyway, let's finish the video.
If I have to, I will turn on my DoorDash if I have to because
Okay.
if I have,
Man, I'm sorry, man. It's just
it's too much
people
money
like
out here.
this, man, that I just can't talk to, man. Because like, how you gonna force somebody to get up, get out their house, go do DoorDash because you said so? Get up and go do DoorDash, do Uber or something. Get you some money or something. What if they don't care about money? What if money is not what they desire? What if they don't want money? You know? And what if they are not ready to work? You have to want your sanity and want your peace more than anything. Real talk. A lot of these people out here, they don't care if their peace is interrupted. They don't care if they lose their sanity behind a job. But you got to be able to reserve your peace and be willing to reserve your peace because you come first, not a job. You care about the money too much, though. All you care about is money, bro. And it's people like this that I can't talk to because all they care about is money. They have a slave mentality. They okay with being a slave.
Made to be going to these folks' stones, stealing, going to jail for some growth. Now, me, I will work extra shifts in this hospital if I have to. I will turn on my DoorDash if I have to because it's money to be made. People be taking their kids when they DoorDash, so it ain't like you need to babysit the DoorDash. People be taking their kids with them. Y'all plan on going to them folks and stealing, and they got posts on the internet. They gonna have security wait on y'all ass. And I bet you they gonna try to beef up the security in these places too. And one thing I ain't gonna do because I normally do a Walmart pickup because I'm a Walmart Plus customer is I ain't let no Spark deliver me no groceries because somebody take my groceries, we're gonna have a problem. So I might start going to Walmart.
So I wonder what other streams of income you have because you worry about the money so much because it's too much money to be made. So if it's too much money to be made, where are you in life right now? Because I know that you probably think about everything materialistically. You know what I'm saying? You don't appreciate where you are in life at this point because it's too much money to be made. You feel me? Like people got to keep up with the Joneses type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have you're not focused on your journey. You focused about the money. You feel like it's too much money to be made, so it shouldn't be no excuses as to why you can't pay this bill, that bill, and the next bill. And you say you get up and you do DoorDash, then you turn around and you work at a hospital at the same time. It's people out here that got like 6 jobs and they comfortable being that way, and they don't even understand that they comfortable slaves. Real talk. You said, when will people realize you cannot work your way to avoid struggling or steal? It is going to happen regardless. Just got to be humble and patient. Exactly. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter the amount of hours that you put in at your job. It does not matter how much you get paid. It doesn't matter how your crib looking real exclusive, nice. It doesn't matter if you got a Lambo. It don't matter if you got it don't matter if you a judge. It don't matter if you I don't know, man. If you a CEO of a company, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, some way, somehow, the people are going to eventually have to struggle. Why did I say that? Because it's Bible prophecy, and Bible prophecy is unfolding. All of those people that had those jobs and stuff like that got laid off, I bet you they never expected to get laid off. I can only imagine. They probably had their jobs for like 15 years and then all of a sudden they get laid off with no pay. You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing. So at the end of the day, you see how that work? You going to struggle regardless. And this is no disrespect, but ask the people that were living their lives comfortably, living in a beautiful, amazing community. The community is actually came together. Everybody cool with each other. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm coming from. They all got careers, work from home moms, and you know, they're not living off of food stamps. They're actually very wealthy. And then comes a disaster, a tornado or a hurricane or, maybe an earthquake. And it wiped all of that away. So then now they had to figure it out. What are they going to do? How are they going to survive? Because it's survival time, it's survival mode, So at the end of the day, it's people that talk like this that make it seem like money gonna be around forever, that make it seem like you will never in your life have to struggle if you just get out here and get to it. See, the thing is, she's became comfortable with her life and having multiple jobs and probably putting more on herself than she can bear. But as long as she got a fat bank account, that's all that matters. Even though she can't even enjoy her money anyway, long as that bank account looking good. You said why so many folks who don't even own SNAP benefits have something to say. You feel me? That's my thing. People that don't even get SNAP benefits, they still talking, steady talking. He said the amazing thing about struggling is it builds character. Something being successful can't. Real talk. Real talk. If you've never had to experience trial and error, then who are you? If you feel like you could just go through life without going through anything, making sure that you got enough money in your account is all that matters, and avoid going through things in your life, then you're a great person. Your life is amazing, but you got to understand something. How are you going to have self-discipline if you never went through anything? That's the problem too. A lot of people out here, a lot of adults, they go through things in their life and they still don't got self-discipline. You want to know why? Because they didn't learn from what they went through. They just went through it, and they just hope that they ain't never got to go through it ever again a day in their lives. They're going to avoid going through that again, but they don't want to learn from it. You said people don't even know our struggle made us amazing people. Exactly. I'm telling you, man. I admire the fact that I've been through a lot of things in my life, and I take the good out of the bad. I love the fact that I have gotten to the point where, man, at the end of the day, yeah, I might have went through something extremely hard in life, but guess what? I'm taking the good out of it, because it's always going to be something good out of what you went through. That's the only way for you to really learn, too.
And doing a Walmart pickup to get my groceries. Because ain't nobody can steal mine, because we're going to have a big problem.
If you're on SNAP or EBT benefits, you need to watch this video. So with the shutdown, the SNAP benefits, EBT, it's running out. Here's some suggestions. Don't spend money to get your nails done. Don't spend money on Hennessy. Don't spend money on Jordan.
You know what? I really hate to say this, but I hope they do dismantle the whole SNAP benefits program.
What he said, I would say that it's racist, but I mean, at the end of the day, he's telling the truth. To be honest, I mean, you know, if that was a warning to the people that have no self discipline, with their money and the way that it's spent, then that was just a warning to y'all. That's the thing. People, they hear stuff like that and they like, yeah, whatever, yeah, ain't no food stamps gonna get cut off because the president ain't say it. Soon as the president say it, now they scrambling trying to figure out what they gonna do, because like he just said, they just spent up their money on a pair of Jordans. They actually just spent up all their money on getting nails and lashes and wigs and the best fit for the club over the weekend. And yeah, I mean, let's be 100. Black people really, a lot of black folks don't have any discipline when it comes down to the way that their money is spent. They spend their money on the stupidest stuff. And we can go all the way back to 2021, or was it 2022, when everybody was getting them stimulus checks, and the mall was flooded with black folks. The mall was, because everybody got their stimulus checks at the same time. The mall was flooded with black people. They were in these stores so deep that the police had to pull up. And it wasn't because nothing bad happened. It's just, I mean, how it happened when, black people get around each other. Eventually, something gonna jump off. But, I mean, people was rushing in these stores, just buying up stuff, buying up shoes and nice shirts and perfumes and, lotions. I mean, you name it. I'm sure the mall got rich that day. And I was just like, this is crazy. They not taking their money and spending it on something that makes sense. They're taking it and spending it on stupid stuff. Right, still standing in line for the release. Idiots. And while complaining about no food stamps.
Because a lot of y'all are lazy. But I.
Don't spend money on Hennessy. Don't spend money on Jordan.
You know what? I really hate to say this, but I hope they do dismantle the whole SNAP benefits program. Because a lot of y'all are lazy. Let's just really face it. This program has been around for years, okay? Years. And a lot of y'all still have not learned. Y'all are lazy.
Welcome to the stream, bro. Sleepy. We've been in here for an hour and 35. We finna keep it going. The topic for today is people love being controlled, and we really talking about the government shutdown. So yeah, and right now we're just reviewing clips. And you know what? I want to say this too. People are using this time to call people lazy because they receive food stamps. All of that hidden animosity that y'all had for people that were getting food stamps is really coming out right now. Because now y'all able to take this time out to say, y'all just lazy. Y'all don't want to do nothing. Everybody not lazy, bro. Just because you work don't mean that everybody else has the ability to work. People's lives are different from yours. Just because a person receives assistance does not mean that they're lazy. But let me tell you something, right? What you get, the only difference is you get it in the form of a check or on your debit card or your credit card, which is your check from your job. The people that receive food stamps, they get it in a form of EBT, and they got and it's free assistance from the government. And it's money, but it's for food only. And they're waiting on a monthly check. You waiting on a weekly or a check every 2 weeks. But you still have to wait for the system to give you your money, right? I'm just saying, bro.
Lazy, you don't either want to get up and go to work, or you don't want to find you a better job because you're comfortable in what you're doing. You don't want to do too much, but you're expecting to get paid a lot of money to do nothing. Get up and get a job or go get a better job. It is not the government's responsibility to feed you. This is the type of BS that I've been seeing on my timeline, and it is very frustrating, okay? What a lot of people fail to understand and realize that 80% of people that are on the SNAP benefit program work.
Whoa, man, amazing car. When did you become a millionaire?
What is this for? Man,
we're trying to get advice for the younger generation.
Let me tell y'all something. This is exactly what I'll be talking about. It's like the reason that people will come off sounding like they normal, they act normal, they think and believe that they're normal, and the whole entire time something ain't clicking with what they're saying. What they're saying really don't make sense, but they believe that it makes sense enough for them to put their camera in front of them and get the talking. She's saying that you lazy, you people that get food stamps is lazy. You don't want to work. And honestly, see, I was trying to get where she was coming from at first. I'm trying to see, is she talking about the people that are, on camera talking about what they're going to do and the crimes that they're going to commit? Is she talking about them? Because the only thing I could say to them is the fact that it's like, okay, you just the government's child at this point. The American children, not the American people. The government controls you. It controls your mind. But I don't know, man. I don't know who she's referring to. But honestly, I can't say everybody that get food assistance is not lazy, bro. And people just using this time to expose how racist they is. And it doesn't matter if you're black. You don't have to just only be white to be racist. Black people are racist too. People of other ethnicities can be racist as well. But a lot of black people have been exposing their racism also through this government shutdown because they've been expressing something that they have been wanting to express for a very long time, which is you people that get food assistance is lazy. You said she may be correct. Some folk lazy, but she just as lost as them. Exactly.
They are on the program is because life is expensive. Groceries are expensive. Rent or mortgages are expensive. Living is expensive. So for those who are complaining about others who are frustrated about this shutdown regarding the SNAP benefits program, you really need to wake up and stop judging. Not everyone is lazy. Not everyone is sitting on their couch not doing anything. Life is expensive. There are folks out here who make 100K a year or make 75K a year and are still struggling. There are families who have the father around because I know that's a thing too. You got all these kids, you shouldn't be having all these kids with these men. Yeah, there are families who have all parents and all parties involved and are still struggling. So before you open up your mouth and judge, make sure you're not next.
So I'm confused. You feel me? Like what? She's a walking contradiction. I'm confused. What the hell are you saying? So are you against people that get food stamps or not? Are you on their side or not? I am so confused with what she basically. I was trying to get where she was coming from. Like, what group of people are you referring to? Because a lot of people get food assistance and they not lazy. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say this: the people that are stuck in the matrix, that get food assistance, that rely heavily on the government and believe that the government is supposed to be their provider, they're the ones that's lazy, okay? Not the people that's not in the matrix. People that's not in the matrix, they know what's up. They know what this system has to offer. They already know what it is. I don't know, man. You said how you complain and completely so the opposite in the same category. You know what I'm saying? People, that's what I'm saying. People just get in front of the camera and they just start talking. And they don't even know what they be talking about. They just be talking.
Everyone, I want to remind everyone the food stamps that you're not going to get in November because of the government shutdown, very specifically, and especially since it's around the time of Thanksgiving, they are.
Here we go. Oh my God. I mean, this is the only reason why people are really talking about this. And so if it happened in August, right, would people be talking then? I don't think nobody would be talking if it happened in the month of August. If it was already July and everybody already got their food stamps, but everybody was expecting for the stamps to be off in August, I don't think people will really be talking this much. People just are really talking because at this point, it's interfering with their pagan holidays that they want to celebrate.
Doing this to break you. You know it. And yes, a government shutdown, if it goes long enough, will delay and or stop your SSI and Medicaid benefits, okay? If the government goes long enough, those programs will collapse. I'm going to put some numbers into you guys' head in a second, but think about it. Funding is not infinite, and if the government is not running and they're furloughing all these workers, where the hell do you think you're going to get your money from for your SSI? I'll wait. My personal situation, and one of the biggest reasons that I need your help, is because two people here in Arizona, the poverty line is $21,150. Do you think I make that much on SSI? I make around 16,000 something a year. I'm not going to tell you. And that means that I'm around 40.
She just said, I'm not going to tell you, but she told you in the same breath. You just told them already. 16,000 something a year. Now they're going to do the math. Thanks for telling them.
under the poverty line. As a single mom living in a one-bedroom apartment, I humbly ask for your help. I have been needing it already, and I need to leave the United States. This one isn't a joke. It's not a game. It's all over my page. I have proof on my page of my Social Security. I have proof on my page of the abuse from my sister.
I'm sorry. I don't know if this is a she or a he at this point. I'm kind of confused right now. I don't know what that is.
Traffic me and things like that. I don't really want to say all of that stuff. It's already on my page somewhere. It's a dark, like, this. I have the lights off is what I'm saying. But with that said, go watch it. And then one thing I want to remind everyone of, here, I'm going to turn this direction here real quick.
What?
Hey, Lisa Little here, and I'm excited to announce that the third annual AI and Marketing Summit is here.
So now our next topic, during this stream is also going to be talking about how the government shutdown has not only controlled the people, but it is something very weird and odd and strange going on with the people, bro. It seemed like it has created a mass of, of people with mental illnesses that's fighting demons right now, bro. They fighting demons when they talking. They are literally contradicting themselves and they don't even know what they talking about. They don't even know what they saying. They just confused, bro. And they confusing the world too. But they believe that they're normal because they're talking in front of a camera and they're posting it on TikTok or, YouTube or Instagram. And they believe that they're normal. But when people like us look at them and they listen to them, see, all you got to do is just really sit down and let a person talk. Let them talk. They're going to expose themselves. These people that have been talking don't even know what they're talking about. They are talking around in circles, and I'm so confused right now. Walking contradiction. Real talk. You said, bro, this can't be life, man. How they talking, not making sense. I'm just like, what is she talking? Okay, I'm so confused. She went from talking about the food stamps to SSI to her being on SSI to the abuse that she had to tolerate from her sister to it being in darkness and the lights are out. Like, what are you talking about, ma'am? I guess I do understand why you are on SSI. I'm sorry.
Everybody already knows this. I'm not saying anything you don't already freaking know. But this is just the first phases of the 1933. This is the first phases of whatever portion they were on. We don't know. I don't know exactly where they're at in their little game. But let me read this to you real quick. This is what you've heard before. But first, they came for the socialist, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionist, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew.
But what are you though, for real? Cause I'm trying to still see, are you a fucking, like, like, is this a woman? I don't, like, for real. What is, like, I just want to know, are you a woman that's talking? You said that's a dude. Like, I mean, look at the chair that uh it's sitting in, I don't know.
Then they came for me. And there was no one left to speak for me. Martin Niemöller, 1892 to 1984. Another fun fact. I've been telling people that MAGA sabotages your page. I now have proof. Right there. Regulators mount up. This is why I'm not at 10,000. There's a bunch of more comments that I deleted. I did take pictures, but you know what? We just don't need them.
Okay, so you ain't talking about food stamps no more. So now you talking about, oh my God, do y'all see what's wrong with society? Like, I'm serious, like, she or it is a prime example of how society has been acting lately. For real, they have been acting strange, just like this person. You know, because when me and my husband talk to people, like truthfully, when we have been talking to people lately, y'all, they are so off. It don't make no sense. They all are walking contradictions. They don't make sense when they talk. I'm telling you, sound just like this. They go from talking about something that y'all really, you could walk up to a person and say, "Hey, what you think about, what's happening with the food stamps, for instance?" And they'll talk to you about what they feel about the food stamps, and then they turn around and they start talking about the ground, and then they start talking about the trees and the grass and lift rads and stuff like that. And you looking like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? It's like people are literally off their damn rocker right now. I don't honestly. And then they recording, getting in front of the camera, thinking that they normal, bro. We do not live amongst the normal society anymore. People are so freaking lost in the sauce and juiced up and vaxxed up and you name it, that they are not normal no more. Um you said a woke nut. Um, you said 44 Paul said living for the social media likes, looking for value. You feel me? Right, exactly, 44. And see, that's exactly why they don't know what they talking about, because they didn't come there to talk to the people for real, because they got a passion to talk. They didn't want to keep quiet. They want to get online because it's money to be made. Like the other lady said before this video, it is money to be made. So they get online because they want to be somebody and they want to be famous and they need some coins and they need to find a way. So they just start talking about whatever is trending. But she's supposed to be talking about the food stamps, and then she turn around. Now she talking about why she get SSI. Then she's not gonna tell you the amount, but she told you the amount at the same time. You feel me? Like, man, I don't understand, man. I would say I feel bad for these people. Cause I do. I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of do feel bad for people like this, that, and pretty much, if you ask me, all of society acts the exact same way that she does.
The ringleader's right the hell here. And this is about the National Guard being deployed to Portland. It's a big deal. These people have organized hate, everyone. I am really ashamed to say, MAGA's more organized than us. If we really want to stop this regime, we're going to have to pull together. And if we're letting our own citizens go hungry when we put out a video for help, we're fucked. We are fucked. Our disabled are going to die. Our elderly are going to die. So with that said, what are you going to do? Because I'm not the only one. Link in bio. Help me out, please. I have a 14-year-old son to take care of. Not just myself.
Oh, with it's a said, woman?
Once again, keep an eye on the elderly, keep an eye on your disabled. We're just one of the first few in the list. Not the first. They came from...
I see why you get SSI. I'm sorry, bruh. I see exactly, man. And then you got a son that you taking care of. Man, I hope that boy okay. I'm sorry. It's crazy, man. The amount of people that is on SSI that really is like fighting demons to the point where they just, it's crazy, because the people that has, some of these people that has mental health disabilities, they have children, bro. And they children don't even understand that they parents ain't normal, bruh. They just know that they parents taking care of them. I don't know, man. Man. You said so many lost in the lost and don't know what it costs. I guess you mean sauce. What you think they should do? Right, exactly. Right. You feel me? I was thinking the same thing. Like, maybe you should help. What do you mean? Talking about, so what are you gonna do?
Are illegals first. You're next. If you're not, then you're after that. MAGA's on the list too. They just don't know the plot twist yet. Oh, one more thing.
You still ain't gone? Damn, you know what?
The government workers aren't getting paid either. It's not going to work forever. So, with that said, I would love for me to be wrong and for you to be right, people who were arguing with me, but I'm not, and I'm sorry. It's a bitch to know what's going on, and it's even worse to find out last second.
I'm gonna be 1,000. I'm concerned for the people that she got pictures of up on her wall right now. I don't know who that is, but I'm very concerned for them right now. This person that's speaking seems like they need help. I mean, real assistance. See, let me ask y'all people, you know what, the Social Security Administration, you know what, how do y'all feel like y'all are helping people by giving them money? How is that helping them out of their demons that they fighting? That's actually making them giving and creating more demons for them, because you know money is demonic. Real talk. And it's just crazy how y'all giving them money. People that got these severe mental health disabilities that's I say fighting demons. How do you feel like giving them money is going to help the situation? They need some serious, serious prayer. I'm gonna just say that.
This isn't last second. Everyone could help. I have enough followers. Everyone donated $5, $10. You guys could help me get out of the United States too, so please pass this around. And no, I'm not the only one.
Okay, so now your problem is everybody's problem, right? You know, so you see what I'm saying? This person is definitely ill. I'm not gonna lie to you. And sitting in front of the camera gladly. You guys are not helping. I have too many followers. You need to donate more money. Like, jeez. You said common sense test to procreate should be mandatory in 2025. You know what I'm saying? But this person, man.
But I need you. Thank you, my queens, and everyone who's been here the whole time. I appreciate you. Get the word out.
Get what word out? Because you start talking about so many different things all in one that we don't even know what the hell word you talking about. What do you mean? What word, which word you want everybody to get out? I'm concerned for these people that's on your wall at this point.
Beautiful day, best of your ability.
Oh my God. That person just confused me in so many ways. Man, that person just confused the hell out of me.
People complaining about not
what the hell, man? What is going y'all? Okay, so now this is getting weird. This is exactly what I'm talking about. These people that are talking about, I don't know what he finna say. Let me just see what he about to say first. This is crazy.
Stamps for November. What'd you do with October's food stamps?
Hold on.
For all
sound like a person.
Get the word out.
Okay, sound like a person that
best of your ability.
This is for all.
Okay, this sound like a person that got common sense. Let's see if common sense is common with this person. Let's see. Cause you know, people they acting normal, y'all. They getting in front of the cameras, they acting normal. Obviously, something wrong. I guess this is a filter. It gotta be. You wow, bro. But let's see what you got to say.
All the people complaining about not getting food stamps for November. What'd you do with October's food stamps?
Right.
Did you fill up your pantry and be smart? Or did you just buy a bunch of processed stuff? Kind of like this bread process. Looks like you're gonna have to be going to the food pantry for your Thanksgiving meal. I mean, they give out turkeys. Think about all the trimming. You know, I just saw one lady on here saying she made $1,100 in food stamps. I mean, have you ever had this as a meal? It's really good. It's toast with peanut butter and butter.
I ain't gonna lie, okay. You see what I'm saying, y'all? You see what I'm saying? First and foremost, bruh, you weird as hell from the get go. Anyway, is this a filter that you? Was this a bro? You got a real wig on, and you drew on your eyebrows. And I told y'all, man, I'm sorry, but I feel so uncomfortable when I have to listen to a grown ass man sound like a woman like me and act like a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like that just be real uncomfortable for me to like have to for real. But like what is you know what? We're gonna fast forward. Jesus Christ, these people is out of their minds, man. Dude is so nasty, man. He's so nasty.
Public service announcement.
Uh-oh.
As of today, I just got word that anybody who receives food stamps need to go to the store and use their card by November the 1st. Because after November the 1st, you will not be able to use your food stamp card, no matter if you do have a balance.
Somebody do the research. How true is this? Because if this is true, they're making us spin it up now? You gotta be freaking kidding me if it's true. That's crazy. Yeah, go research for me. Hold on. We're going to have to do a little research. Wait a second. Hold on, y'all. Okay, give me a second. So, matter of fact, I can research it. So she's saying that according to the young lady, she says anybody that gets food stamps, you have to go spend your stamps now before November 1st. Let's see. Let's see. Uh-oh. 2 days ago. Wait a minute. So, let's see if this is a rumor or not. There's a news media called The Hill. It says, what happens to unused benefits on your EBT card after November 1st? Let's see what it says. It says, it's official. The federal government will not send out November SNAP benefits if the shutdown continues into the weekend. While some states are scrambling to fund some form of continued food assistance, others are warning supplemental blah, blah, blah. Recipients should plan for empty accounts unless they have budgeted very cautiously. SNAP, formerly the food stamp program, is a need-based program that helps low income. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Hold on. Okay, so let's read this portion. It says people who qualify receive benefits monthly, but each state has its own system of how and when payments are issued. The benefits are loaded up onto an EBT card, which works like a debit card when someone shops at a SNAP authorized retailer. However, the United States Department of Agriculture, which runs SNAP, says that these monthly benefits won't be going out as long as the government stays shut down. While some states are trying to find ways to keep some funds going, The vast majority of affected families are being told to expect no new money on their cards after November 1st. However, if they have money left over from October, those funds will automatically roll over and EBT cards will still be working in November. What? So basically, it sounds like, because they're saying, okay, now they're saying the funds won't sit there indefinitely. However, according to the USDA, benefits can expire if they are in a household's account for longer than 9 months. Right, okay. So, I mean, if you leave it sitting on the card way too long, then it's, people be, y'all, you see what I'm saying? And then this is the problem. People don't do research, People don't do research. They believe everything that they hear. So I'm trying to find the accuracy in it. Cause I just seen something else. People don't do research and they believe everything they hear. This lady, they're saying that it's going to roll over. So she out here giving false information, and that's a shame. And she, like, what's wrong? Do you not know how many people is going to be scrambling to try to get to the store? But they are out here telling people, y'all, that they should not be going to the store in November. Like, for real. They are telling people, they advising people to not go to the stores and go grocery shopping because people are going to be angry. They're going to be pissed. And honestly, if you ask me, I think that's why Trump got the military. Real talk. If you ask me, I think that's why Trump got the military out here. They knew what was coming. They knew. They already knew what was up. So first of all, now we just found out that this woman pretty much is not telling the truth according to the articles, okay? And I wonder where she got her info from.
November the 1st. Because after November the 1st, you will not be able to use your food stamp card, no matter if you do have a balance. You won't be able to use your card until the government opens back up, which nobody knows.
And imagine how many people literally believe this woman. And if they do, she don't even know the chaos that she has really created, because people are going to take off running going to the stores just based off of the info that she's giving. But when you go and you surface it, like I said, I wonder where she got her info from, because as I'm researching, I don't see anything that says that the benefits are not going to roll over for the month of November. As a matter of fact, they know that this is a rumor that's going around, so they're saying that the benefits are going to roll over. Either way, if they do or they don't, it's not going to affect me, because it's still control either way. Either way you look at it. You said people that don't think for themselves are sheep and happy to be one. Ignorance is bliss. Exactly. You said she looked hungry and full. She definitely looked like she just got done eating some juicy, fat tacos. Like, she looked like she know how to throw down in the kitchen, if you ask me, especially when she hungry. When she hungry, she look like she can fix you a fat ass plate of some good food. I'll tell you that. She looked like she just got done cleaning up the juices from the food off the side of her mouth with a napkin. Look at her. She do look like she just got done eating. And she's still potentially hungry for some more.
So don't say I didn't tell y'all. If you have a balance on...
She look like the type of person, if you over her house and you say you hungry, she gonna say, come on, boo, I got you. Girl, get you a plate right there. You see what we got? We got greens, chitlins, shrimp fried rice, girl. Girl, we got some real tips, girl. Go on, get you that for real.
On your EBT card, thinking that you're finna save October benefits to use in November for Thanksgiving, get that out your head. Go to the store and spend them stamps and rack up on whatever you can rack up on and get.
Why is she saying this, bruh? Damn. You said she just finished a turkey leg and mashed taters for her breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm telling you, just look, I bet you, she just got done eating. She looked like right before she hit the button to go live or to make a video, she said, oh, woo, shit, that shit was good as hell. Let me see, I'm thinking about eating some more shit. But let me get on here and tell these motherfuckers they ain't finna get no food stamps for November, so you better go rack up on what you finna rack up on. Cause I'm finna go in here and I'm finna eat. Woo! 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 She really look like she be saying stuff like that. Woo! Girl. Alright, y'all, let me stop.
Because after November the 1st, my bad, but after November the 1st,
and I just literally guessed, but she definitely sound like she just got done eating. After November the 1st, don't go up in there and touch that section where them good ass tacos is at, cause after November the 1st, I'm finna be my ass up inside of the grocery store, girl, getting some more of them motherfuckers. Cause girl, the beef tacos is the shit. I'm telling you, after November the 1st, go on and get y'all shit now, cause November the 1st, I already told them to save that side specifically for me, the whole meat section after November the 1st. So let me get my ass back up in this kitchen. Cause girl.
that card is not gonna work. So don't say I did not tell y'all. But go use that card.
She wants y'all to go use the card because y'all is not finna go in her meat section on November the 1st and get all of. Let me tell y'all why she wants y'all to go shopping in October. Because she needs the whole section to herself to shop for her Thanksgiving dinners. Okay? And she don't want nobody touching that in the month of November after November the 1st. Real talk. You said tummy full, confidence on point. She happy, not hangry. You know, after November the 1st, don't go in a grocery store because I got just enough money to get a Thanksgiving meal that's gonna last me to January, maybe even October 2026. So yeah, yep, I've been saving up. So after November the 1st, don't even go on that section. Real talk. After November the 1st, don't say I ain't tell you nothing. So on November 1st, when them food stamps don't come on, don't say I ain't tell you, for real. So go on, make sure y'all go in the grocery store. Real talk. Go on, get y'all candies and everything for October. Because in the month of November, after November the 1st, I'm finna rack up the whole stove. Not store, stove. Cause girl.
Don't keep saving them stamps thinking you finna go to the store for Thanksgiving and go in there and get you some stuff. That ain't gonna happen. You have until November the 1st, 2025 to go and use whatever is on your card.
She look like she lying. Just look at her face, bro. She looks like she's lying to y'all. She's not even serious. You said she definitely eating up the first. She got the silverware polished napkins out. You said after the first, I may eat November the 1st. Man, you said, ma'am, warn us again. Motherfuckers ain't trust. Look, just look at her facial expressions, y'all. I'm telling you. She looks, look, the eyes tell it all. Look at her face. She's lying.
But go use that card.
Look at what she said. She said, go use that card. She telling y'all what to do. Because see, the thing is, the sad part about it is this world is so controlled that it don't make no sense. And people know that they're under control. I mean, people don't know how under control they really are, but she probably do. She know people stupid as hell. You know what I'm saying? So she like, after November the 1st, don't go in the motherfucking stores, y'all. Real talk, because you already know I'm going to be mad as hell. If I go in the store and I find anything that I can't get for November, boy, girl, real talk, November the 1st is over with. Nobody's finna take over the store in November the 1st except for me, because that's my store. I can't wait to go grocery shopping in November the 1st. Real talk. Nobody is finna tell me that I can't go. I can't be everybody else. Everybody else, they gonna listen to that shit, girl. They gonna really... She gonna get off of this video and go tell her friends. She gonna go tell her friends like, yeah, I really got on there and told them people after November the 1st don't go in the store, and they really finna do that shit. Because the whole store is really for me. So after November the 1st, baby, I'm telling you, whole store finna be for me. Little do you know, you finna walk in that motherfucker and gonna meet the National Guards. Guards.
Don't keep saving those stamps thinking you finna go to the store for Thanksgiving and go in there and get you some stuff. That ain't gonna happen.
Not on her watch. It ain't gonna happen. You ain't finna go in no store in November the 1st. Real talk. You ain't gonna go in those stores. Not gonna happen. Because she's gonna be right at the door.
You have until November the 1st, 2025.
She is making this shit up. I'm sorry. She really making this shit up. This is hilarious. You said she ate good this month, manifested that pumpkin face. She ate up everything she needed to eat for October, for the month of October. Now she got just enough food stamps that's gonna last her until January. I'm telling you. She saved all her food stamps. She made sure, hey y'all, I had some friends like that. I had some big friends, you know what I'm saying? Real big friends, big girls that had food stamps that were saving their food stamps, literally saving $100 a month leading up into November. You know what I'm saying? So that they can have like $700 on their food stamp card for the month of November so that they can go grocery shopping for Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. It's sad. And she really do look like these type of people she look like the type of person that will budget her income for food, literally. Girl, cause for real, boo-boo, I gotta really get them good ass tacos, bitch. You already know. So on November the 1st, I'm telling you, if anybody's standing in my way, I'm going to jail, okay, bruh? Like, for real. You said, protect y'all link card. She lurking. She gonna meet y'all at the... Oh my life. She gonna meet you at the same store, standing right there at the door. And she gonna put the phone right up to your face and play her video.
Cause didn't I tell y'all already November the 1st? This my store. Watch out.
She gonna be fighting everybody.
Watch out. Get out my store. It's November the 1st. I already told y'all after November the 1st.
To go and use whatever is on your card. So you better go to Sam's, buy big buckets of stuff. You better go.
She don't want you at that specific grocery store that she's going to. She wants you to go to Sam's Club and get the big buckets of things. Don't go to her grocery store because she reserved that side of the grocery. Matter of fact, she reserved the whole grocery store for the whole month of November. She about to go crazy.
Go do some Walmart orders. But after November the 1st, that card ain't gonna work. And don't say I ain't tell you so. To anybody who received EBT, tell a friend, tell a cousin, tell whoever. You know they get some EBT and they ain't talking about they got some stamps on their card and they gonna save it till next month for Thanksgiving. Tell them no, go ahead and go to the store and spend on some food stamps. Don't say I ain't tell y'all.
Real quick, while we're on the topic of food stamps, I just want to say this loud and clear from the get-go. If I am at Walmart or Publix or Food Lion and I see someone not properly checking themselves out at the checkout counter, no, I didn't. I didn't see anything, and neither did you. No.
People is so damn stupid, bruh. So damn stupid that they get on here and they say shit like what she's saying. I didn't see nothing. Well, the FBI did. And they see that you really saw it, but you saying that you didn't see it. You feel me? How that work? They already know what you saw. You said you seen it, but you didn't see nothing. Because it might get that serious. They gonna get the FBI involved for people stealing out of these grocery stores. That's how crazy this shit is. But it's people like you that witnessed it and you said that you ain't see nothing, but you saw it. You saw everything that they did, but you didn't see nothing. What the fuck? You said she be buying $5 bag of chips for a light snack instead of the $5 bag of potatoes that could feed a family. Damn. Old girl definitely looked like she had a few crumbs that she just wiped off the side of her mouth before she hit the little button to make a video about after November the 1st. You said this just in, woman loses her job over video. You feel me? You on here just telling on yourself. You know, people are so stupid, man. And they be the main ones that ain't finna snitch on they homies or they friends, but they getting on here and they're talking about what they're gonna do, what they'll see, what they're gonna say that they didn't see, even though they saw, what they seen.
Come November, I'm gonna stop wearing my glasses. I don't even need these bitches anymore. I'm blind in one eye. And I got astigmatism in the other one. Everything is blurry.
All the time. Wow. So you conjuring up your little eyes. You ain't see shit, but you seen it though.
And neither did you.
After November the 1st.
And we're just gonna keep going on about our business. Unless they're wearing a red hat. If you see someone wearing a red hat doing it,
y'all beware after November the 1st. November the 1st. You beware of November the 1st. It's almost November the 1st. And it is October the 30th. So be wary of November the 1st. Good.
Yeah, we pray. We probably saw it. But no snitch November. Here we go.
No snitch November. Oh my God. Here we go. They keep creating fucking trends, y'all. Here we go. No snitch November. Now it's no snitch November. Now, you know, she's saying no snitch November. The chick before her talking about spend up all your food stamps in the month of October because after November the 1st, you're not finna be able to spend shit. You know, you got just people out here just creating stuff at this point.
Let's roll together.
Now it's like, let's roll together. Let's roll together. No, ma'am.
So everybody talks about Publix. Let's talk about Winn-Dixie prices. Red Dragon fruit. Come on, people. What is going on here? $99 for honeydew melon, and then apples $5.
You know what I think? I'm telling y'all, I really feel like, I'm not sure if it's really gonna happen. This is just my thoughts, but I would not be surprised if the stamps come back on and they make it to where you only can buy fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables and dairy products and some meat. Depends on what the meat is. But they might have it to where you have to buy their laboratory made meats, with now probably has 35% human inside of it. So technically you eating a whole damn human. You said they sure making it easy for the courts to convict when they get charged, documenting their own demise. You know what I'm saying? Just idiotic fools sitting in front of the camera talking about, yeah, I didn't see anything. I didn't see shit. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to go on and put my glasses on because I have stigmatism in one eye. Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana. No, I didn't see shit. Matter of fact, I don't even speak a language, okay? Don't ask me shit, even though you heard everything that I saw I said on camera. I said that I saw it, but I didn't see it, and I have stigmatism. So let's keep it that way. Whole time she in handcuffs, still talking. I didn't see shit. They wheeling her away. She's still saying the same thing. I have stigmatism, keeping up with her lies and shit. See, go to my video. I said I had stigmatism. Nah, you made that shit up.
$6, $5, $6.49. Look at the prices of the oranges.
Damn.
I mean, we can't eat healthy. A whole watermelon is $7.90. A half of one is $5. Onions, come on, look at these prices, man.
Them onions and them damn fruits will stay right there. You know, them potatoes and them onions and fruits and stuff gonna stay right there. I mean, I just feel like, let's be 100. You know, what me and my husband had to realize is we not finna keep getting stuff that we know that we're not gonna touch and we're not gonna eat. We're gonna get what we know that we're going to eat for sure. So if we wake up in the morning and he says, baby, today I wouldn't mind if we had tacos, and I agree on it, then that's exactly what we finna go get. Tacos, because that's what we know that we're gonna eat. We're not gonna just get stuff to put it in the fridge and not touch it. That's a waste of money. We done got bags of potatoes and left them sitting on the counter and stuff, and ain't nobody really touch it. So it's like, what's the point of getting that? We might as well get it when we know we're going to touch it, when we know we're going to eat it. That's how you be able to save too. Or if you get certain things, you know, me personally, I think that if you get like stuff for your cabinets, like canned goods and stuff like that, or rice or beans, and it's just sitting there, it'll be sitting there for a good cause, because when it comes down to it and situations like this happen, you will be able to whip out those beans, those canned goods and stuff like that, and cook up something. Create a meal that can last you for at least a week or so. You said facts, get a survival meal. You can, exactly, that's what I'm saying. Create you a survival meal.
Bag of potatoes, $6.99. And then we tried to find a fruit stand the other day and couldn't find one. But if you want to eat like crap, you can get these. Buy one, get one, and that's all it costs for these yummy treats. Or you can go this way, so we'll just be fat and fluffy. And these
That's a good price, but is it, Adele? It's outrageous. What's your pills? Freaking, that's ridiculous. And then we got the Reese's, of course, for $17.99.
Jesus
How you feeling
Christ.
about that?
Jesus Christ. Okay. I ain't gonna lie to you. She really showing some stuff because I've watched other videos of people showing the prices in their grocery stores and it didn't really, it didn't amaze me like this. This is just outrageous. I'm not gonna lie. For a bag of Reese's, $18. You gotta be freaking kidding me.
Not good. There's a pills. She's back at it.
Hell no.
Blueberry muffins and for only $1.19 is good. And the holidays are coming. You just have to I don't know how people are gonna look at that $7.99 for all.
I'm not gonna lie to you. We go to our nearby grocery store, right? And they have the healthy, I'm not gonna lie, because we use the healthy olive oil now. But they have the healthy olive oil about this size for $17.99. I'm like, geez, they really, it's crazy. But if you ask me, I thought about it and I said, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. All this stuff is pretty much the same. It's just that they're sticking labels on it. We really don't know what we eating. People really swear up and down they eating healthy and stuff whole time. It's GMO in all the fruits and veggies. Even the organic fruits and veggies. Yep. You said imminent lawless action, conspiracy to commit a crime. They already catching charges, just waiting to get caught. Waiting to get caught. Real talk. You asking for law enforcement to find your ass. They got tabs on you already. They already put your picture up in their office. They just waiting for something to just jump off. You're going to be the first target.
Olive oil, and it is only the small bottle. So, but you can go BOGO for $27.99 for olive oil. This is the store brand. $10. So this is a sale to $4.10. Look at the big price, $13.99 for Oscar Mayer center cut, $9.99. The store brand soup is $3.29. Remember when this used to be $1.29? It's for a egg Tyson. It's $10, but you do have a BOGO. Yeah. Bubba's Burgers that everybody gets for the grilling is $17.99. What the hell is happening? This is the Smith this year.
You seem like you ain't, you seem like you happy as hell about that. Okay, so I ain't gonna lie to you. The prices that she's showing is definitely similar to the prices that we see at our local grocery store as well. I'm not gonna lie. And yes, I can't believe a box of frozen burgers, you probably only get like maybe 8 to 12 inside of the doggone box. Bruh, $20. I'm like, well, them burgers can kiss me bye-bye.
Did you know Dunkin' had cold foam? I did not know that. Even though they have this sticker, it's cheaper at Walmart because I use
What
this all
the
the
hell
time,
for
so
a half a gallon?
I don't want to go to the other store.
They had fresh vanilla, but I like that.
The zero sugar for $6.49.
Okay. Yeah, she giving me a headache with all these prices, to be honest. And it's just diabolical.
And some people that unfollow me this year don't come back now. They done started cutting people on EBT, aka food stamps already. Remember how we thought it was a game and we thought it was well, I didn't. Remember how y'all thought it was a game and y'all thought it was a joke? Actually, it has already begun. It has begun. So when I was telling y'all to go ahead and start your garden, start your food forest, start your farms and all that using the EBT, y'all didn't want to listen to me. So to them thousands and some people that unfollow me, I wish I knew who you were so I could block you, because now you're going to really wish you stayed on my page. But I got some big news for everybody else that has been so supportive. I got some big news for y'all today. Like, seriously, I just got to do the finishing touches on everything and buckle down. But I'm excited. It's my time, y'all. It is my time to teach y'all. Y'all got no choice but to listen now.
Well, the only thing I can say about this situation too is the fact that this government shutdown is really, I don't know how she is as a person. I don't know her, but I can say that this shutdown is exposing more good versus evil, and it's also exposing the people that really wouldn't mind helping and giving a helping hand. Obviously, she does mind because she's saying that, she wish that she can block them, whoever unfollowed her. Honestly, ma'am, we living in the times where we need to still be trying to help one another, as much as we can. If you have the ability to help others by teaching them how to grow, their own food or whatever the case may be, rather they unfollowed you or not, you know? I mean, people just worry about followers and likes and clicks, and man, they worry about that too much. You said I loved border jumping for groceries in the US. The food prices has skyrocketed for sure. And our money went to shit. Can't afford to shop there anymore. Love America though. Man, it is expensive. It's definitely expensive. It's to the point where, you think like, man, so are we gonna do restaurant food tonight or, cook our own food? Cause it's expensive both ways.
Now, I'm so glad you young ladies are seeing now what's going on was really real with these food stamps. So many women are in an uproar about their food stamps and how they're going to feed their children because you have so many of them. And then you look at this TikTok app and you see how these men downrating y'all and talking about y'all, talking about if y'all hadn't had all these children and what do you expect? And now,
for real, 44 pause. Yeah, Switzerland for us. Switzerland or something, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. US of A, when we leave, we will not miss this country.
once if they came to y'all rescue and said something like this, well, if the baby dads need to stand up and help these women take care of their children. Nah, they ain't gonna talk. They ain't gonna speak up for you. They just gonna talk about y'all and how stupid y'all was for having kids by these men. They gonna tell y'all something like this. You should have picked the right men. You should have had better choices men. But I'm gonna tell you this. Now you'll learn to keep your legs closed. Stop letting these jokers sleep with you, impregnate you, and now you making videos because you can't afford to feed them. And guess what them jokers doing? Out there spreading somebody else's legs, doing the same thing, and making videos about you and how you should have made the right choices in men. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you facts. Stop sleeping with these jokers now. And I'm glad the government doing what they doing. These men gonna be hurt. Cause you women gonna see what's going on now when you don't get no help. You think you can get no help from the man, your baby daddy. Boy, look what's going on now, because the government cutting everything out. And I just made a video, God dog, they even cutting the job for. Stop sleeping with these men, and then they can't make no videos. They gonna start making videos about how hard it is with them working 2 jobs because they got to take care of family and their kids and step up to the plate. I want to see these videos when these men start talking about how hard they got to work when you women stop opening y'all legs. That's what I want to see.
So I just got my food stamp letter.
I mean, the lady, I mean, you sound like any other typical black woman that just, the first thing that they say is stop spreading your legs open wide and having kids and by this man and that man and this man and that. And it's like, bruh, we get it, all right? But it's done. The kids are here. Let's be 100. Most of y'all really just don't like kids, just as well as these women that be out here spreading their legs open, constantly having kids with different men. They don't like their own kids, and y'all don't like kids either. So, I mean, it's always the conversation is pertaining to kids, bro. Kids are a blessing. Let's be 100. And a lot of people don't get that, and they don't understand that. You got people out here that have kids, for food stamps, for real. People that just had kids because they look at kids as a token. People that just had kids because they want instant recognition and validation over social media. People that have kids because they have a need and the want and the urge to spend money, so they continue to have kids so they can do that. People, it's people that want to have kids because they just want to be a baby mama or want to be a baby daddy, and they just use kids, bro. People really don't love kids. They don't have kids because they want children, because they love children. People have children and look at the kids as the fucking problem, and they the ones that's having the damn kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of people popping out kids talking about, oh, kids is expensive. Man. I mean, you decided to have children. But let's be 100. Being an adult is more expensive than a damn child. And I talked about this yesterday. Because being a kid, you really only a kid, honestly. You really only a kid, I want to say, for 16, 17 years, 18, matter of fact. Because you really ain't grown until you hit your mid-20s. That's how I see it. But once you get grown, you're going to stay grown. And being grown is more expensive than being a damn child. Let's be 100. Y'all just don't like to take care of y'all kids, bro. And y'all don't like kids. And you women out there, y'all don't like when other women open their legs to have kids because you feel like you can never, ever, ever have as many kids as she had. It's really just a competition. That's all it is. It's about competition all around the board. Yeah, stop having kids because I ain't had kids like how you had kids. I'm 54 years old and I only got 2 kids and they're grown. But you 25 and you got 4 kids and you trying to figure out how you gonna feed them. You shouldn't be having kids then. And it's like, I don't know, man. I just hate people that talk like that. Because they make it all around the board about the kids. It's like the kids is the problem. You said motherfuckers be having kids they don't like, especially when the kids become adults. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. We gotta turn some light on up in here. Give me a second. All right, so let's go to the next video.
Regarding my cash assistance and my disability, because somebody reported me and they denied me for all of it. So me and my kids were getting disability. I was getting cash assistance and I was also getting food stamps. And they shut me off on all of them. I did an appeal. I just got my letter. So with this new 2025 food stamp that Trump is trying to pass, or is passed, if you are an able-bodied person, you have to go get a job. If you want food stamps, you have to go get a job. So I either have to go get a job or I lose my food stamps. But if I go get a job and start making money, then my disability, it gets canceled. So how does that work? Because I was on food stamps, I was on cash assistance, and I was on disability. Me and my kids. What I make should not matter for my kids' disability. Am I right or am I wrong about that? And my TikTok income is not considered a real job. I have to go get a real job if I want to keep my food stamp. But then I will lose disability if I get that job. Help me out, state of Michigan.
If your child has used Roblox, you might be owed significant compensation from a lawsuit currently underway. Find out if you qualify. While marketed as safe for children, Roblox has allegedly become what investigators call a hunting ground for predators.
I don't know. I don't understand nothing she just
said. I need to find a grocery house. 2 bags of pot roast, 2 cans of croissant roast, brioche, hamburger buns, 2 things.
No disrespect, but a lot of y'all people that get food stamps don't need food stamps, bro. A lot of y'all are very. Never mind. I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
The dirty rice, a bag of corn, a case of apple juice,
What the fuck?
strawberry waffle, buttermilk waffle.
You see that? You see what I'm saying? This is what I be talking about. Y'all do not need food stamps, bro. Let's rewind the tapes, man. This woman. Okay. So she said, what I did with $1,592 worth of food stamps. She must have a lot of kids. She gotta have a lot of kids. Cause honestly, I used to go to medical school with this one chick that had honestly, she surprised me. I didn't even know she was in her 40s. She looked like she could have been around my age. She was a short woman. She was small, and she had 8 children, and 4 of them was grown. And she got $1,800 worth of food stamps per month, you know, and she had so much worth of food stamps that she didn't know what to do with it other than give her card to everybody else at the medical facility so that we could spin it up for her. You know?
2 cans of croissant brushes, hamburger buns, 2 things of dirty rice, a bag of corn, a case of apple juice, strawberry waffle, buttermilk waffle, 2 boxes of these, hamburger helper, and 1 box of this one. A box of toast, strawberry toast fruit, 2 boxes of
This
strawberry.
motherfucking woman.
Take 5. They're mine. Yeah.
Ew. You definitely do not need no food stamps, ma'am. Y'all see all this junk she getting?
I know. Talking shit. A thing of all-purpose flour, a bag of self-rising flour. That flour they got everywhere. Thing of sour cream, thing of fish fry, a bag of 3 onion blend meat, thing of chicken noodles, 2, a gallon of sweet.
All junk processed. Everything she got is just junk, processed, unhealthy ass food, bro. She ain't even got like a snack or 2, bro. Her whole crib just filled up with sweets.
3 gallons of milk for the twins, coconut oil for the kids' hair, ham and cheese hot fry, pepperoni hot fry, chicken pot pie, oil, brownies, peanut butter crackers, strawberries, French toast sticks, 2 Napoleon ice cream, some white for the twins, a box of little egg rolls, a thing of cupcakes just for cooking.
Y'all see all these damn sweets, and she already is unhealthy as fuck. Let's be 100. She's unhealthy. And she's comfortable. You know, this is no disrespect to obese people that I'm gonna be 100 with you. This is no disrespect to the obese people that have no control over their weight because they were born that way. You know, because I do know some people, they become obese from health issues or whatnot. I ain't talking about the obese folks that just keep feeding their damn face and they won't stop and they can't stop. And they don't want to lose weight because they don't even strive to lose weight. They actually strive to gain weight because they have too much confidence online. I remember once upon a time, y'all, when obese people didn't even want to show their face. They didn't even want to show because they didn't have any confidence with their size. You know what I'm saying? But thanks to Lizzo, if you ask me, thanks to Lizzo, a lot of obese women have become so comfortable with their size that they do shit like fucking mukbangs, however you say that shit. They go shopping and they do the grocery hauls and they show what all unhealthy foods and snacks that they done bought. You know, they talk about what they spend their money on. They wear the most disgusting, nasty outfits, and they show off their outfits that they bought off of Temu and Amazon and half tops on, and they going out to the club and they just showing they vlogging and they just confident and they twerking and they shaking and they bouncing. and they big. And they are confident with their size because of social media, bro. Social media. I remember that year that all the overweight people just started coming out. And they just started showing how confident they are with being the weight that they are and how they would never lose weight. Okay? They don't care what anybody says about their weight. And I just got to say that you have to be one of the most selfish people, sick, selfish people in the whole wide world if you made yourself that size from eating all day, eating unhealthy, eating consistently, buying snacks and junk food and spending your money on unhealthy, and then you go to the doctor to find out that you got high blood pressure, diabetes, every damn unhealthy symptom you could think of. Then you turn around and you blame the doctors. You blaming everybody for your diagnosis. What the fuck you blaming everybody for your health diagnosis for if you're the one that's making yourself that way? Oh, well, I ain't got, I'm unhealthy. So I don't care what nobody thinks about me. Well, that ain't what I really meant to say. What I meant to say is, I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I am who I am. What you mean? So you don't want to lose that weight? I'm comfortable and confident with my obesity and my size. See, y'all, I got cupcakes. I got all of the strawberry shortcakes. Yep. Blueberry cakes. Blueberry and raspberry cupcakes. And then we got 5 gallons of coffee creamer. 16 gallons of whole milk for the twins. 17. Let me stop, y'all. We got 17 boxes of fish sticks for the kids. 13 boxes of burgers. 17 bags of onions. And then, of course, I had to get the buns. So then, let me tell y'all what else I got. Hold on. We got 6 bags of, what's this? Right there. Let me see. 6 bags of, I can't believe I'm saying this right now, asparagus. 34 double burgers bundles. 67 nuggets, Tyson chicken nuggets. Cause come on now, you ain't just buy one single bag, G, and you got $1,592 worth of food stamps. I know for how big is your kitchen? How big is your cabinets and your fridge? Anyway, 8 bottles of orange juice, had to get the gallons. 17 cartons of eggs. 16 to 13 bags of cheeses, different types of cheeses though. And then we got 7 packs of steak, cause I'm finna cook steak tonight for the kids. And no, my baby daddies is not around either. And then we got 12 bags. I cannot believe I'm saying this either. Broccoli. Ugh. Come on, bro. You really showing how you just went crazy and spent all of this.
We spent 1,500.
Look. And I just made that up. But at the bottom, I want y'all to look. Matter of fact, let me turn this camera around. Look at the bottom. Look at this. Look at what they finna put in the camera to show the camera as she's talking. Watch this.
Cupcake just cooked. And they complete. Today we spent 1,500.
They just had to show the meat. Look at the meat sitting right there next to her with the cupcakes.
And 92 cents. Thank you.
Period, Pooh. Thank you. What y'all got to say? Now what? Come for me in the comment section, cause I already know what y'all finna say. Y'all finna say, why the fuck would you spend all that? Cause I can. It's my food stamps. So that actually concludes. But at the same time though, I still got more. I got 6 cases of cupcakes too. I spent that with my little checks because I be living paycheck to paycheck. So I had to use that. And then I spent $67 on 19 packs of Oscar Mayer hot dogs. So yeah.
So apparently there's this thing called No Stamp November, honey. Have you heard of this? Where the government has shut down.
You said now you know these 517 ice cream bars are mine. My family finna struggle. My family finna struggle, not me. You said you know the only greens she be eating are coming straight out the bag of M&Ms.
So I gotta have these greens right here. These the only greens I'm about to be eating. Only greens I'm eating is the green M&Ms. Greens. They're my greens for the day. So y'all know I gotta be healthy. So let me see right here. Oh, I cannot believe I'm finna get my next deposit in November because I already know that I'm about to get my food stamps and I'm finna go crazy again. And then can't no doctor, no hospital, no emergency, nothing. Emergency services tell me nothing. Emergency, whatever. I'm about to do whatever I want. November the 1st.
592 cents. Thank you, EBC.
So apparently there's this thing.
What? She ain't never say thank you, EBT. I ain't even hear her say. She said thank you, EBT. Oh no! Wait a minute. Hold on. We gotta rewind that. Wait a second. This woman said thank you, EBT. What have y'all done to society? What happened?
Today we spent 1,592 cents. Thank you, EBT.
What the hell, man? She said thank you, EBT. Wow. Wow. This is crazy.
There's this thing called No Stamp November, honey. Have you heard of this? Where the government has shut down. Apparently, they are not going to give 41 million Americans their food stamps. You mean to tell me that 5 people are standing in the way of this government shutdown being over with? If 41 million people don't get their food stamps for the month of November, I'm just kind of curious. What do you actually think is going to happen to your government? I'm already predicting that there's going to be nothing but mad chaos. I'm talking about people are going to be looting stores. They're going to be going into the grocery stores, anywhere and everywhere they possibly can, stealing food just to be able to feed their families. What is this government shutdown for anyways? Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't been in the loop on it. Now, my sister has been telling me some stuff, but I'm just going to say this right now. I think it's the biggest crock of shit I've ever seen in my life. How many kids do you think are going to go hungry whenever their parents don't get their food stamps? Sometimes some of them families, the food stamps that they receive, that's the only money they have to eat on for the month. I guess I need to do a little bit more.
That is true. It is people that literally are surviving off of nothing but food stamps because they don't have another stream of income. You know, a lot of jobs ain't hiring. It's hard to get a job, hard to maintain a job when you do get the job because you got to worry about the evil within the company. And you got to sit and think to yourself, like, is this where I want to be? Or do I want to be at home? Because I'm not going to deal with no negativity on the job, stress myself out. So, yeah, you know, you do got people that was surviving off of straight food stamps out here. And you got homeless people too that was out here surviving off of food stamps. You know, that's how they get their little canned goods and stuff like that. So imagine, and the people with the disabilities, with health issues, stuff like that. Now, I am not trying to say that you should have relied heavily on the government, because let's be 100, that's not what we do. We rely on the Most High God. But I can say it is sad though. You know, it's sad, and it's unfortunate that a lot of people is going to have to suffer behind this, especially the people that don't know how to survive. People that never had to worry about learning how to struggle or survive. I feel sorry for them type of people. You know, the people that feel like I will never struggle because I'm going to run away from the struggle. I will never have to experience the struggle as long as I continue to get food stamps. I feel sorry for the people that never had to experience their food stamps being cut off, because I have. I had to experience it a few times in my life. I've also had to go 3 months without food stamps and have to figure out how I was going to feed my kids in the past, but I did. I fed them. And no, I didn't steal. God is just good. That's all. But I didn't spaz out. I didn't snap out. I had to figure out how I was gonna do it. And I did it. You know, people just so focused on what could go wrong instead of figuring out how they can prep just in case this does happen. Prep on how they can just make it work. At this point, you and everybody else in your household got to put your heads together. Well, if you are a single parent, you literally have to think about, okay, how am I going to make some struggle meals? How am I going to... See, let's be 100. A lot of y'all parents out there are afraid to tell y'all children that y'all ain't got it like that, because y'all too focused on trying to spoil your child and get them whatever they want, instead of letting them learn how to be... teaching them how to be grateful for what they have and what they get. But y'all too busy using excuses and stuff like that, saying stuff like, oh, well, you know, I was raised up this way and I don't want to raise my child that way. I want my child to have everything that I didn't have. Well, that is what you call being your child's best friend, pretty much, because eventually that's what's going to happen. Your child ain't going to really respect you because you keep giving them whatever the hell they want. Your child ain't going to learn what it's like to be grateful for things because you don't want to struggle. That's the thing. A lot of people will stress themselves out and put themselves through a lot just to dodge the struggle. And what I mean when I say that is, people will overwork themselves.
Research, because I don't know 100% as to why the government completely shut down. I mean, my sister did tell me a few things, but if you want to know, I've been just so busy with work and dealing with Josh's health that I haven't kept up with it really. But I do know one thing for sure. I cannot stand to see somebody go hungry, and to think of 41 million Americans going hungry in the month of November is just breaking my heart. So please, somebody leave in the comment section on why the government has shut down and what they plan to accomplish by it. And if it only takes 5 people to make this government shutdown go away, then why aren't you wanting to do that, people? Politicians, listen, the American people are sick and tired of you lining your pockets while we're out here working 60, 70, 80 hours a week and still not being able to afford our lives. We're not able to afford to feed our families. Just to afford some groceries, we have to sell a kidney. And heaven forbid you want to go buy your kids some school clothes, or they need a new pair of shoes, because, honey, you might as well sell your other kidney just to be able to do that. Sooner or later, it seems like we're going to be selling all of our body parts just to survive.
Build a website you love with Wix, where your words
You said selling your body parts to survive. What? They definitely. I never pressed the mute button. So I never pressed the mute button. So I don't know. Like, anyway, this is just diabolical. People are literally losing their shit over this food stamp stuff. Let's see. Well, anyway, I just want to let y'all know. You said they did the same to me. What you mean? Oh yeah, they muted you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even pressed the mute button. I didn't tell y'all to hold on. YouTube. Weird. So I know that took forever because I kept pressing the pause, but that's how I do it on this channel. I didn't break it down today because this was the video that I wanted to watch. And I just wanted to say, like, people are starting to act so lost, so weird, so entitled, so childish. And they're not themselves. They don't even know how to be themselves at this point. They don't even know who they are. All they know is they're about to turn into a criminal. I saw one video of an old ass lady who went inside the office where she get her food stamps from, and told them people, turn my food stamps on or I'm gonna be a criminal today. People are, I mean, you got people with disabilities, people that's old, you got young folks. I mean, and then majority of these people are adults overall that are willing to commit a crime or two for just simply just being told that their food stamps is not going to come on in the month of November. Just like that weird dude said, he was extremely weird, but something that he said was true. To the people that feel like they're not going to be getting their stamps in November, what did you do with the stamps for October? Did you spend it all? You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We didn't have to learn how to be disciplined with this stuff. Like, you never know what can happen. You never know. But we started being disciplined with it because we realized how it was running out fast. It was running out faster when you get money. I mean, when you get you need stuff for your doggone fridge for the house. And you just go in the store and you like, man, I'm about to get everything for the house. But then it came a point in time where we say, you know what? This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do this. This is how we're going to budget this. You know, people are out here, they're going crazy. They're going crazy. But you got people that spend their food stamps on junk. It's nothing but junk. It's just chips, juices, candies, danishes, donuts. You might get a little vegetable here and there, you know, meats, all type of different meats, sides, and just all this junk, processed, unhealthy ass food that they want to get, that they're mad that they can't get. They are really, really exposing how the world is just so entitled and selfish, and how people just want it to be about them. And when they can't get what they want, they act. And then y'all sit here and y'all talk about y'all kids flipping out because they can't have the newest pair of Jordans that just came out, or they can't get what they want from you as their parent. But you as their parent are acting worse than your child. You flipping out because you have been told that you are not going to get your food stamps for the month of November the 1st. I mean, the amount of adults that's online acting a fool is crazy. It's crazy. I wanted to see, it was another video. Okay. This guy here has this guy right here, he has a lot of informative videos. So we're gonna go for at least, we're gonna do like 5 more minutes, y'all. I always react to his videos. Yak Motley, shout out to him. Let's see. Go to the most updated video that he's done. Okay, so we're gonna do this one. So the name of this video here is called America's Hidden Hunger, the Food Crisis That's Quietly Exploding. All right.
In these videos. Let's go.
And said, guess how much I just spent for groceries at Walmart in North Carolina? Y'all will never guess. Here's the picture of the cart. We've got spinach, bagels, looks like a whole carrot cake, which is great. I love that choice. We've got Halo Top, Ben & Jerry's. That can be pretty expensive. Salsa, sweet potatoes.
Y'all be getting stuff that you ain't even about to eat right then and there, though. You about to leave that stuff sitting in your freezer, and you're not even about to touch it. You getting ice cream's pretty expensive, but you got it, though. Carrot cake, yeah, pretty good. You got it, though. What you about to do? Complain about the price?
Prepackaged salad mixes, frozen veggies, case of Miller Lite. We've got organic grass-fed beef. There's tortillas. It looks like it's keto, so that could be higher price. And maybe a couple of other things. There's a layer here that we can't really see. What do y'all guess the price is?
Oh, it's close. I was going to say
$496.
You crazy as hell.
In North Carolina.
Walmart's gourmet now.
What did you guys guess?
Gourmet. All right, so I just went.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm starting to feel like people are literally going to Walmart intentionally and spending things and getting things just so they can prove to the cameras. Look at how much it cost at Walmart, guys. Look at how much I had to spend at Walmart. You're doing it because it's a trend. It seems like it's a trend for everybody to go to Walmart, specifically Walmart, and shop for groceries and come out of the grocery store, get in their car after putting their groceries in the car, open up their camera and get on live stream or turn the camera on and show their receipt and show their groceries. Everybody's doing this. They're going to Walmart to do it. And it's like, man, you said that's expensive name. You know what I'm saying? They keep getting name brand everything. Because honestly, some cheap stuff is disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, though, majority of y'all just get name brand everything.
I just got some burgers, right? And I got some burgers, a bag of chips, and a pack of 8-pack of buns. And I about shit my pants for the price, right? I'm not one to normally complain about food prices, stuff like that, because I know inflation is a real thing. Inflation happens, shit happens. But look at this. Take a guess. Now, first, let me preface this that I understand that I'm paying for the packaging. I understand that I am paying for the fact that it was already pre-pattied meat. It was not a tube of meat. And I understand the fact that I did go to my local grocery store, which is not Walmart.
You see, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody doing a Walmart thing. It's a trend. Everybody's going to Walmart and they're showing how much they're spending at Walmart.
But just take a guess. $20.99 before tax for 2.5 pounds of meat. 8 patties. I about keeled over. It has never been that much money before.
Great melt-ups here. It's happening.
Like I said, I got a bag of chips. I got a pack of buns and this. And it came out to over $30.
Damn.
I will never be buying that again. And like I said, I understand that it was already pre-patted meat. It was not a tube of meat. But the fact of the matter that normally, even at that grocery store.
Back then, a bag of chips, some buns, a bag of buns, and some hamburger meat, I more than likely would have probably spent like under $15. Probably like 13 at the most. You know? Matter of fact, when I used to shop at Aldi, a pack of burgers was, I believe, $8. Yeah, it was like $8. A pack of buns probably would have been like $1.65 or something. And a bag of chips would have been so we probably would have been spending at least like $12. I remember the Aldi days, man, when we used to go on Aldi's, and man, I would spend literally well under $15 getting a decent amount of food. You said diabolical, but us black folks, we are finna put some stuff back. Y'all be willing to pay after hearing the expensive prices. You know what I'm saying? If I see something that expensive, I'm not about to touch it. I'm not. You can miss me with that.
Or, a pound.
You must have needed those burgers real bad,
like,
bro.
$3 and some odd change. This never used to be $21 for that much.
Oh, it's going to keep going up.
It used to be like 10, 12. Shit.
Yeah, man, like you said, man, these people is literally going inside of the grocery stores, buying the stuff, and then complaining.
I just left Walmart. I decided that I was going to grocery shop. I don't know, like the budget doesn't count. I didn't even buy that much stuff. I did have to get 2 presents for my son for his birthday, like very small presents. And we were out of all meat and all vegetables, and like I basically haven't been grocery shopping in a couple weeks, like real grocery shopping. I spent almost $600. I thought I was going to die when I saw the total. I mean, I bought groceries. Like, we are good. We have all of the things. Hopefully I won't have to go for the next maybe a couple weeks. And I did have to buy protein forward snacks, which is what I focus on. So I bought some protein bars, some protein powder because I'm out. So that stuff does add up. But almost $600 is insane.
I want to know your thoughts down below. I want to hear all your thoughts.
Crazy
Let's hear the discourse.
hell, man.
I remember when $100 was a lot of money. You carry something like $100 bill. You could buy anything you wanted with $100 bill. Now that's
You sound extremely crazy, ma'am. There is no way that you're gonna catch me spending. Nah, that stuff gonna have to get put back. You know? I dislike Walmart too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never really been a fan of Walmart. The only time I used to like going to Walmart was when I needed to get stuff like diapers, wipes, maybe a TV, or in the past though, like, you know what I'm saying? In the past, when I used to shop at Walmart, it was literally only because I needed to get diapers, wipes. They had a table and chair set back then for literally $35. And I got that when I had moved into my new house. I had got a table and a chair set for $35. Couldn't beat that. The toys for the kids, so they could play with toys. A toddler beds and stuff like that they had on sale. That's when I'm going to Walmart. I don't shop at Walmart for groceries. Especially living in Chicago. It's too many damn grocery stores out here. But when I lived in another state, though, the only local grocery store was Walmart. So I had to shop there. But that was like 9-10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And it was way cheaper. Like, things was extremely cheap. But I was never a fan of Walmart. I never liked Walmart. Yeah, I don't do Amazon either. You know what I'm saying? Amazon stole from me a few times in the past. And that was like 7 years ago. And I would never shop back on Amazon again. And if I do, I would have to be extremely cautious. Okay? You said I try and bake from scratch. Now money go further and it tastes go further and it tastes better, not paying for poison. Exactly. Grew up on a make it work tribe. Yep. You look. You said salute to any Wingstop donations. Uh-oh. You said Walmart cool, just gotta get the cheap stuff. Walmart cool for certain things. I'll never go grocery shop willingly. Yeah, I just thought about something actually. When we was in another city, in the state of Illinois, in another city, just doing a small little vacay. The nearest grocery store that they had out there was Walmart, and unfortunately we had to go get some stuff from Walmart. But honestly though, to be honest, Walmart does have some cheap. They look. You get some cheap stuff like far as groceries and stuff like that. I don't know. To me, it's such a difference with shopping at Walmart and getting their groceries versus going to the grocery store and getting the groceries from the grocery store. Yeah. You said maybe cousins. Twins, yeah, pretty much. But I want to say this, man. I wonder what y'all gonna do on November the 1st, because are you gonna sit and be upset and be angry if you don't get your food stamps? Are you gonna be upset and be angry if you get your food stamps? Because see, the biggest question is, are people gonna be happy when they finally get their food stamps? I'm very curious about that. I don't want any copyrights to the instrumentals playing in the background. You said can't trust them. They treat different demographics differently. Go to the suburbs is different than the city stores. Yes, it is. Because I've had so many different experiences shopping in the city versus shopping in the burbs. And when I tell you, the burbs, way better. Way better. Way better quality. The food is way better. Like the veggies, everything is better. You shopping in the city, everything is just spoiled, rotten, thrown all over the place. And most stores in the city, they ain't got it all together. Like, for real. Well, anyway, y'all, that concludes this live stream. We gotta get up off of here. I've been on here for almost 4 hours, close to 4 hours. So, I just want to say, man, regardless if you get your food stamps or you don't, man, just be happy, be grateful that you're able to wake up every single day, and please just make it work. Make do with what you have, you know? And also, y'all, most importantly, let's be 100. We need to come together. People, like, I'm not talking about black unity either. I'm talking about all nations of people need to come together and stick together in these times and stop going against each other and stop allowing the system, the demonic system, to keep us separated. Exactly. Unity overall. I understand that it's Bible prophecy that nations will rise against nations. But I think that we should also try to come together and help one another. And I mean, instead of bashing one another, who gets food stamps, who doesn't get food stamps, who works, who doesn't work, who's lazy, who isn't lazy, blah, blah, blah. Forget all that, man. We living in some rough times right now. And who knows, man? Who knows? Who knows what will happen? But who knows? The food stamps might get shut off and they may not never come back on. Are y'all prepared for that? Because if that does happen, the time to prepare is now, because they already mentioned that in the year 2026, they're trying to tell us pretty much like y'all in for a hell of a ride, because Trump already signed off on all types of executive orders. But like I said earlier in the live stream, this is what they say. Let's see it play out. But at the same time, let's also stay aware and stay prepped up. And let's be 100. I just want to let y'all know that it's a must that we should help one another. But people keep on saying stock up on this, stock up on that. Let me tell you something. When the Most High God has his wrath upon America, aka Babylon, not an ounce of stocking up is going to save you from the wrath that is to come. Bible prophecy is unfolding before our very eyes, and honestly, stocking up, racking up on this, that, and the third is not going to save your life. If it's your time, it's your time. Just being 100. You know? Right, only time will tell. They could tell us this, that, and the third. They could say, oh yeah, well, no longer going to be getting food stamps. But honestly, like, real talk, how will we know? We don't know if it's going to come back on or if it's not going to come back on. But you should stay prepared either way. Because either way, these people have they get off on chaos. They love that they can control the people. They get off on that as well. They love that in the snap of a finger, in a snap, EBT snap, they can control people's thoughts, their emotions, what they're going to do. They know that they have created monsters. They know that. All it takes is for them to say something like, you will not be receiving food stamps in the month of November, and you're going to turn into the monster that they have created. All it takes is for them to control you. If I said that right. All it takes is for them to have control over you, to show you that they really control you. But y'all swear up and down y'all not being controlled. Y'all swear up and down can't nobody tell you what to do. You swear up and down this person ain't your mama and that person ain't your daddy, but the government is. They are everything to you. They are your baby daddy, your baby mama, your daddy, your mama. The system controls you. And like I said, I don't want to hear, no, it doesn't. Because if it didn't, you wouldn't be online incriminating yourself. Talking about how you're going to go commit crimes because you're not going to be hungry. This just it's kind of like a repeat of what happened with the George Floyd situation, and how people just started talking about what they were going to do first, and then they took action, and the world became chaotic, and everybody started looting stores and stuff. I remember that day like it was yesterday, and I'm sure some of y'all do too. But we about to get up off of here, y'all. Shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to 44 Paws. Shout out to my hubby for holding down the live stream, moderating. Shout out to Sleepy, everybody that came through, and people that really actually sat and listened. Shout out to y'all too. You know, we'll be back on here, y'all. We got more topics that we're gonna talk about. I appreciate y'all. You know, this was a really good live stream, and I hope that some of y'all really took some of this stuff in and understand where I'm coming from when I'm talking about the control part, and to not, please, whatever you do, don't let this, rather you get it or you don't let it control you. Just figure out how you're going to make it through the struggle. People really sit here and believe that they can avoid a struggle some way, somehow. With the Most High God in your life, you'll be fine. But I see that a lot of people is forgetting about him in these times. Prayer changes things too. But that's it. That's all, y'all. God bless everybody. We will be back tomorrow. If not, y'all just stay up to date. Press the notification bell. Make sure y'all check the post to see if I will be going live or not. Nevertheless, y'all, we out. Wake them folks up.